Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the goddamn refrigerator.
I sure am hungry.
Welcome everybody to the Morning Dinner Podcast. On today's episode, we have Sabriel of Sabriel Music.
Hello.
Sabriel Music. What's your website?
Yeah, SabrielMusic.com.
Okay, I got it right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just talking on my butt. Sometimes I make things up. But yeah, she's a singer, songwriter, and you play instruments too, right?
Not really, but I'm trying.
But I've seen videos of you play piano somewhat.
I've been like trying to do everything myself nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And with songwriting, I was really scared for a long time. But now I'm like, might as well try.
Yeah.
So that's probably where you've seen that from.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't know if it was like a balcony TV or something. You were playing an instrument, maybe. It could have been somewhere else.
Yeah, for a while I was playing that theremin. I have this theremin.
You have a theremin?
Yeah. That's
What's a
super-
theremin?
Oh, yeah, for people who don't know what a theremin is, what's a theremin?
Okay, so it's this magical instrument. It pretty much is like there's a antenna looking stick thing and then like a rounder thing at the bottom. I have a newer one, but these are super old instruments. And anyway, it's like airwaves.
Oh, and you control it with your hands?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I got
super
it.
cool. It's super
Damn,
cool.
that's so tight.
It's like the invisible instrument.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
no idea how to play it. It's super hard, but it just looks really cool.
I used to have a teacher in college that had a theremin, and it was literally just this thing where he would hover his hand over it and he would move it around and it would play notes. And I was like, whoa, dude, you're like a wizard.
Dude,
That
it's
is
like
tight.
witchcraft or something.
Yeah,
it's
that's super
crazy.
dope.
So real quick, for people who are tuning in and maybe have not heard of you before, you give them a quick little rundown of who you are and what you do.
Okay, yeah. I am a singer from Vegas. I'm influenced by a lot of neo soul, like that's what I grew up with. So my style is very neo soulish. Lately, it's kind of changed a little bit. But yeah, that's me, and I'm a songwriter too.
Neo soul, that's kind of a newer genre that I've heard of. How do you describe neo soul?
I feel like neo soul itself was like super like popular in the 90s with like Erykah Badu and D'Angelo and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what I grew up with, but I also grew up with just like Stevie Wonder soul, just like soul, not necessarily neo soul, and like Marvin Gaye and stuff like that. So I don't really know like what the definition would be. There's so many genres out there.
Genre's so tough.
I feel
Because it
like-
can be so many different things. Because it could also be in a sense like, would it be able to be R&B or no?
Yeah, I feel like there's like soul / R&B. Like when you have to like go on iTunes and put in a genre, there's always a / R&B. So.
Yeah, which is weird because isn't R&B rhythm and blues?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like
It's
blues,
crazy, though,
though.
Yeah,
because
it's all
because
jacked
it's
up,
so
yeah.
weird.
when I hear some of your music, there's not so much emphasis on the percussion. It's more. I feel like sometimes it's more streamed towards like the other different instruments outside of like kick, snare, and all that. So it does have some of that, but that's not the driving force behind it. And I feel like when I listen to neo soul, I don't know if would you say Jameson the artist is neo soul? Is he in that genre, or is that? Because I feel like when I listen to his music, it's some sort of soul.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to call it. You know what I mean?
I guess just call it soul, or just because nowadays, because he's a newer artist, like
Yeah.
what are genres anymore?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like whatever he wants to do that day. But he's definitely like a soul artist. for
Well,
sure.
actually, no, because he's what's it called? He actually, if you listen to his music, he actually has a lot of percussion.
Yeah?
I think he's a drummer, or he does play drums.
Sweet.
And that's one of the things that I notice about his music is when he plays, you can really hear the different cadences in the drum instrumentation. But
So I'm gonna say, I am so bad at new music.
yeah.
So like whatever artist you guys throw at me, I'm just gonna be like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you more like an old music listen to?
I definitely listen to a lot of old music, but also like if I hear something that I like, I'll listen to it for just years, or I'll get into these weird moods where like I can't listen to any music
Yeah.
because it just I'm like, well, they're doing this, what am I doing? How do they do that? I can't do it, and it just drives me insane. So recently I've been in one of those moods where
Where you just don't listen to music?
no, isn't that
Really?
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't.
Is it just because you get inspired off it? Not inspired, but it like starts creeping into your music, like when you're
That-
creating and whatnot?
Yeah, that I'll have to be careful of. And then also just like, not jealousy, but like
like a comparer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
just
I
like
can't, because everyone's, my age and stuff, and I'm just like, well, man, I suck, and I don't know how to do that or whatever.
Yeah,
and
I run into that problem a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we're much closer to the mic than you are.
Oh my
Gabrielle.
gosh, I'm so sorry.
There you go.
I'll push it forward for
There
you
you
a
go.
little bit.
Yeah, we can.
Thank
We can put the mic closer to you if you don't want to like arch forward.
There, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just like sneak it towards me every once in a while.
Yeah.
Start
How long
doing
have
it.
you been making music for?
I guess I started recording when I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm almost 24 now. So math, just do that math, and there's that math.
I'm gonna do my math, Chuck, and then I'm gonna kick it back to you. I see about 7 years.
7 years.
Well, is that what you got?
Yes,
Hold on, let me
7
check my calculator real quick.
No, it's 7 years.
Wait,
yeah.
so Sabriel is your actual name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
People usually mispronounce it as Sabriel because when Sabriel.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard it or read it online, I read Sabriel.
Yeah, me too. I'm guilty.
Sabriel.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I had to like make T-shirts. I had to title one of the albums at that.
You made a T-shirt that says Sabriel.
Yes.
Like
yes.
pronounced with the little dots in the middle and everything.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. But people
Nice.
still didn't get it. They're like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Ugh."
Like it's in your face.
Yeah.
Sha. That's
Yeah.
tight.
So
Where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm like third generation.
In Vegas?
Yeah, and then my great grandma moved here in like the 30s, I think.
Dang, OG.
Yeah.
That's kind of Chuck. You're from Vegas too, right?
Yeah, I'm born and raised.
Really?
Yeah.
My family's kind of not from here. Like,
My
you
sister's the only one that was born and raised in Vegas. No, yes, she was. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I was here. I have a weird past because like I was born in East LA, but I was literally just there for like the first month of my life, and then afterwards we moved to Mexico
Nice.
or Baja California, which is it's basically Mexico. It's past the border.
Mexico.
There's a border there.
yeah.
There's a border. There's Mexico. But yeah, I was there till I was there till I was about 5.5 or 6. Then I want to say right around when I was 6 or 7, we moved to Vegas. So and I'm
sweet.
27 now, so I'm 20 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is it? 15 years like counts you as a local, right?
Yeah.
Is that the rule?
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I did move to Cali like for a couple years ago, but really, my family's out here. I know everywhere in Vegas. I like to say I'm from Vegas.
Dude, you're Vegas.
But yeah.
Yeah, you're totally Vegas.
Wait, so
That's cool.
you just released a double single.
Yes.
What's a double single? Because I've never even heard
Yeah,
of
I've never heard of
double
that.
single before.
I heard the term double single one time I was listening to NPR and they were doing like the whole music segment, and she was like, "Oh, they just released a double single." I'm like, "What's that?" Pretty much, I just Googled it. I was like, that sounds like something I want to do because
Yeah.
I wanted to release 2 songs at once, but in like the same album type of way.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what to call it, and I was like, that sounds cool. So I just went with it.
You about to
So-
start a new thing.
Yeah, double single.
Wait, so the 2 songs, that's an album?
Yeah, it's like a single of 2 songs.
Dang,
If that makes sense. It's like
that's
an
crazy.
EP, but only 2.
Yeah.
So I had to figure it out.
We always get confused with the labeling, like LP, EP.
Yes.
Like what
Yeah.
is? I don't know. What
I don't know either. You just gotta make
LP
shit
is
up.
long play.
Long play.
EP is extended play.
But what does that even mean? Because that long and extended are both.
Yeah,
You know what I
don't
mean?
know,
They're kinda
man.
like- it's-
Honestly, I just the way I see it is albums can be any length, right? They can be 5 to 20 tracks or whatever, 30
EP's
tracks.
4?
EP is under I think it's under 10. I
And
want to
what's
say.
LP?
I don't know, man. That's probably a record
It's
thing.
so weird.
That's a record thing, probably. It
Yeah,
doesn't
like
exist
how
anymore,
they
yeah.
record it on the record.
Because I know I've seen a lot of artists nowadays. They put out music and they're like, "Oh, here's my new EP," And the way I know EP is electronic press kit. So it's like, here's an intro to me before I become a full blown out artist. Here is a 5-6 track sample of
Right.
of the kind of music that I can create.
Yeah. I couldn't find anything in between any of those things. So I was just like, I guess I'm just going to release it as a double single because I wanted to use the same album cover because the songs were like intertwined, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah, double
Nice.
single. There's that.
Do you
works.
ever produce your own music or is it?
These
Oh, you do?
songs, yeah. So I produced all of my songs, and then these songs I produced, wrote, recorded. I did everything. Before, I would have help from other musicians, and someone would usually write the songs with me. These last 2 songs, I was just like tired of doing stuff with other people
Yeah.
and having other opinions and stuff in my music.
Opinions. Yeah.
Opinions, yeah. So these 2 songs, they're all me.
Yeah.
So I'm super like.
That's super dope.
How
I
did
like
you
them.
learn to produce? Was that something you self-taught yourself? Or did you have like a teacher?
No, I just kind of found sounds and stuff that I liked and just went with it.
What software do you like to use to produce music?
Logic. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm starting to use well, I guess it's not for producing music, but I'm starting to learn Ableton a little bit more for live stuff.
Olan uses Ableton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's good
well,
for
she
producing.
DJs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing about Ableton, right? You can produce music, but you can also
You can
use
do
it
everything,
for
bro.
live.
Yeah,
Can
for
you edit
live.
video in it?
Yeah, you can.
You can edit video?
No, I'm just
I was about to, bro, you about to blow him. Make me look stupid.
Nah, you can use it with like Resolume and everything, which
Yes,
is like a virtual
that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
That's what-
Resolume?
Yes.
What's that?
the virtual, like the visuals I do.
Oh, okay, that's what you
Yeah.
do.
You can actually sync them
I've
together.
always wondered what you do.
I don't do anything though. I just camera switch on this. That's it.
Oh man.
Yeah, Resolume. I'm trying to grasp that a little bit for my live stuff. I have like visuals and everything going on, and so.
Yeah, I've been seeing that stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to learn everything on my own right now, which is just like crazy, but it's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely
So,
dope.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you, because I've seen a couple of your music videos, they're consistently creative as far as like ooh, my voice there. As far as like style goes, from design or like, costume design, set design, do you do that stuff, or is that like, did you come up with like, okay, I want to have dancers, or I want to have this, or I want people to be doing this thing? Is that something that you kind of like come up with, or do you have a creative director, or like how does that work?
Well, with the videos and stuff, I've been definitely like super hands-on.
Yeah.
But I always find people who share the same vision as me, and so like with that with Hummingbird, this girl Sydney, who is the director, she helped with like a lot of that stuff. She's super awesome creatively. The last 2 videos I did, super hands-on. Those aren't released yet, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm trying to just
Are there the 2 videos from the
Yeah.
double single? Okay.
yeah, so
Nice.
By the Light and Flora, those will be coming out soon. I'm not sure when. I'm just like not putting deadlines on anything right now. I'm just kind of
making it a little bit easy so you're not too stressed out.
yes.
So what was the thought process behind creating your double single? Because there's 2 songs, right? There's a Flora and the one before it, what was it called?
By the Light.
By the Light.
Yeah.
What was the thought process behind those 2 songs?
Oh man, I feel like it's been so long, but it's only been a couple months since I released it. I think I can't even remember which month. Thought process, like what is each song kind of about?
Yeah.
So both songs are kind of springtime themed, like they're both floral and stuff like that. By the Light, I was sitting at my piano and I just got done watching TV for a really long time, and it was dark and the TV was the only thing shining on me and my piano, and I was like, this is fucking sad. This is really sad.
Damn.
So that was By the Light. Like
Yeah.
literally the first line is like by the light of the TV. I'm sitting alone and whatever.
That's a schmood right there. Schmood.
What's that mean?
Ooh.
That's my word.
Schmood?
I like to put like. Have you ever heard of that?
No,
That's my word.
schmood. I like,
Yeah.
oh
So
yeah,
it's
That's
like-
my
Don't
word.
worry.
It's like, for example, if I see like somebody looking a certain way and I'm like schmood, like people say mood, I like
Or
schmood.
that's a vibe.
Schmood.
Or no, let's
No?
get that. Let's get that shmoney.
Mm.
Or oh man, that person just got schmurdered.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it only works with words that start with
I
M,
hate you
but
so much.
yeah,
It definitely makes them less intense.
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
If you're talking about real murder.
it makes
too.
it makes it cute.
Yeah.
It makes it like that person just got schmurdered.
That's fun.
All right, so
That's good.
so we're getting off track again.
Yeah.
Getting back to like your musical career, you performed at Life is Beautiful, South by Southwest, and Emerge.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Because those are pretty big gigs. Like,
Yeah. So when I first started playing 17, 18 years old, I was playing a lot in downtown Las Vegas. So I was playing at like this restaurant this breakfast spot Eat
Oh,
downtown.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Dude, their breakfast is bomb.
It's
Breakfast
so good,
is really
right?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it that I had? It was like grilled
Probably
cheese.
eggs
It was
and
probably
bacon.
grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese
The grilled
is so
with
good.
the tomato soup.
Yes.
Yes, dude, we gotta go there.
man.
Yeah, I've
Gotta
only
take
been
it
there
there.
once.
Have you had the
Yeah.
grilled cheese with the tomato
No.
soup?
It's just
I had to come
Is
back
that good?
twice.
yeah,
Damn.
it's so good. So
Sorry.
no,
you're-
I would sing there every Sunday for a while, and it's always packed. Like
Yeah.
it just
Oh,
lines
yeah,
up the
for
door.
sure.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I've like never really played in front of people before, so I was doing that, and then Zappos sprouted up. So a bunch of Zappos people were coming and eating at Eat. Then Life is Beautiful popped up. Oh, and Life is Beautiful people were coming there to eat, and so I was singing there every Sunday, and all these people were singing me. And I was doing First Fridays and all this stuff in between. And both First Friday and Life is Beautiful were like, let's have you on the bill.
That's dope.
So that was cool. I was, it was like the first year of the festival.
Was that the first? Damn, I was
Yeah.
there too.
That
But,
was it was so cool,
that was
right?
really dope.
Wait, the first
Yeah.
Life is Beautiful?
Yeah, they had
How-
a really good lineup too.
How long ago was the first one?
2013?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dang, it's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
been that, really?
Yeah, 2013. So I did that, which was awesome. And then the second year I played. So the first year I did a local stage,
Yeah.
which like, yes, any stage is cool.
Yeah,
Second
for
year
sure.
they put me on a real stage, which was crazy. That was like the coolest experience ever.
That's dope.
And then from there, Life is Beautiful took me to South by Southwest. And then the original creator of Life is Beautiful started a festival called Emerge, which just happened this April. So he took me on to Emerge too.
Where's Emerge at?
Emerge is here. Yeah.
It's another one here?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It
It
was-
happens downtown?
It happened mainly on the Strip. So it was like Brooklyn Bowl, like little cabaret theaters and stuff. It was really cool. It was like right in that whole
Link?
yeah, in the Lake
Okay, okay.
area. It was sweet. It was like Emerge is pretty much all of the up and coming
That's tight.
yeah,
Emerge.
of the entire country / world. I
Oh,
guess.
shit.
So there were
Yeah.
a lot of like really
So
cool
it wasn't
people.
just local then? It
No.
was,
That's
it was
dope.
from all over?
No, that's tight.
Yeah, so I was like, dang, I get to be on this too. Like that's insane. So I've had like some cool like people who like to help other people out, who have
Yeah.
the means to help other people out. I've been lucky in that sense that they're like, yeah, I'll take you along with me. Like Rayhan is the guy I'm talking about. He's like just taking me along on his
respect.
cool ride, which has been sweet.
But you are dope. That's why, too.
Oh, well,
you're
thank you.
talented
Yeah,
and
let's not
whatnot.
shine away any light
Yeah.
from you, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I like one of the reasons I like your music and I wanted to have you on is because you have, how do you say, like a very characteristic voice. Like when you listen to it, it just sounds like it has detail, soul. Like there's a,
Yeah.
cause like you know how like sometimes you'll listen to like a singer and they're like undeniable, like that's their trademark. That's what they sound
they're
like,
talented,
or they have that raspy voice. You know what I mean? Like, ooh.
You sound like, oh.
I tried to do. That didn't work out.
No, I
They have like
that.
they have tonality, I guess it would say, right? That's what I like about your music is it's like you're singing, but it also, I don't know, it feels like emotion. You know,
That's
what
why I
mean?
love Sade so much, because she had
Yeah.
a very, she was just like, I don't know, her music always gets me. I'm like, damn, this shit's so tight.
Yeah.
That's
There's-
funny that you bring it up because that's like the only way I can get certain people to like. I'm
Is
like,
her,
it's like
yeah.
Sade. That's how the pronunciation works with
Yeah.
my name too.
Oh, that's true. That's
without the
crazy.
H in the SA. So
Not
yeah.
Sadi.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's true.
Sade.
Sade. You wouldn't say Sade,
You
would you?
would
Yeah.
not. You
That's
would not.
crazy.
So.
Have you had any crazy stories happen like with your? Because you played a couple shows. Has anything like crazy happened like fan wise?
Ooh. I don't.
Put you on the spot there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like off the top of my head, I'm very like, I don't really talk to people.
Are you more of a quiet person?
Yeah, like I'm not, and it's not like a rude thing. I just
Yeah.
like I get up on stage and I sing, and then I get off stage and I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go home now. First of all, I'm tired and I'm hungry.
You're like, my superpower is over, man. I'm just, I don't
Yeah.
know how to, what are these? What do I do with these?
Exactly. I've been doing that this whole time too. Like during this podcast, I'm like, what do I do with my hands?
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing weird has happened.
But do you consider yourself an introvert then?
Yeah.
Or an introvert depending on the people you're around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Because you're very
yes.
extroverted right now, so that means we're doing a good job.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
that's a really
I
good
mean,
thing.
like Goofy, like my favorite thing in the world is probably laughing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if that energy is around, then yes.
Mm-hmm.
but like getting to that energy, you
Yeah.
know, like leaving the house to get to that energy.
Oh yeah.
I can laugh with TV
Yeah.
too.
Oh, that's true.
When it comes to
Are there
people.
any TV shows you're binging right now?
I am on a constant binge of The Office, meaning like I
Everybody's
watch it. Like,
yeah.
Keem's always on that. It's so loud.
I haven't counted, but I
Yeah.
estimate I've watched it at least 12, 15 times.
Yeah,
now.
it's just like I've never
It's so easy
stopped.
it's so easy to just loop it, and you can punch in at any episode, any season, and it's boom. Ready
I'm
to
always
go.
like, this is what I'm feeling right now. Which Office episode is gonna go with my mood? Oh, I know exactly. Yeah,
Who's your favorite Office character?
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott, really?
Yes.
There was a list that was put out by by this one person on Facebook, and it was like a list of from like most
Liked?
liked
most
to
hated?
well no it wasn't the most hated, but just who people would rather like their favorite character would be, and one of the top ones was Kevin.
Huh?
Kevin Malone, because
Yeah.
have you seen that scene where he's like carrying the chili pot?
Yes.
Oh my god, that is.
We'll all
Have you
get
seen
to
that?
know
Shit?
It's funny because
other
I
in the
haven't really
pot.
watched The Office, but I've watched here and there. But yeah, I've seen that when he drops it.
He drops.
Dude, like the best cold open ever is the chili scene. Yeah. I can go. We can talk about this.
I thought the funniest scene was, you know, when he's doing the CPR on the thing and he cuts off the face.
Oh, that's Dwight.
Yeah,
That's
that
Dwight.
fool.
Dude, that dude is freaking funny, man.
It's just
Yeah.
hilarious.
Because there's a lot of stuff that is happening in that episode, and then the camera pans back to Dwight, and he turns around.
I was like, I hate this one so much. I don't know how you couldn't be laughing while you're doing that, you know?
I don't know how people generally like. There's some people who are like, I don't think that show's funny.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
get
like,
that.
What are you talking about? Like the dinner party episode has to be one of the best written episodes of TV ever.
Wait, which one was the dinner party
The
one?
dinner party where Jan and Michael have
Oh my
Pam
god,
and Jim over for dinner.
that was so funny.
It's just cringeworthy
It's
and
cringe.
amazing. And I'm like, every time I watch it, I'm just like, what insane person can come up with these things? Like, it's just good
we
shit.
all got to see Michael Scott's TV set. It was like what, like
Yes, my plasma screen,
His plasma
$200. Yes.
I wish I knew what you guys are talking about.
I'm
but
so
over
sorry,
here
it's
I'm
like
just-
we're
sorry.
I'm just
executing,
smiling
yeah.
at both you guys like,
hey man, that's your own fault for not watching the show,
That's
bro.
true. That's true.
All
Fuck
right,
me.
getting back on topic.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And this is the topic.
Yeah.
This is the topic, Michael
Office.
Scott. Wait, do you think the Office fell off after Michael left?
I think it did, but it didn't keep me from watching
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I understand people's criticisms, but I still watch it. Even though they say it became the Jim and Pam show, I'm like, those are two of the best characters you guys had on the show.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, I'm okay with change
yeah.
generally in life.
Yeah.
So I'm like, stuff changes.
And people don't like Will Ferrell being on there. I liked it.
I love
That
Will Ferrell.
was just
Yeah.
crazy and funny.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then Robert California coming in. He's the last guy that was like the boss of the Office or whatever.
He was probably I'm guessing Robert California and Nelly were probably the most hated characters of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. They're also the newest too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so back to your music.
Back, okay.
Yeah, back
Whoa,
to the
guys.
music.
So you mentioned to me before the podcast that you actually just signed, right? You signed
Yeah.
a Sweet.
Oh, nice.
Was it Sweet Soul?
Sweet Soul Records in Japan.
How did that happen in Japan?
That's so crazy.
Dude, these questions of how do things happen, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
The stars align.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's something because
Venus was in retro Gatorade.
Yeah, you got the moon is in Gatorade.
I don't know how else to
So
describe
wait,
it.
one thing, like, did you get an email or what happened?
Yeah, just got an email. Literally, like I've only talked to them through email. So they're in
And they haven't even
Japan.
called you?
I think there have been some calls with like my management and stuff, but
Yeah.
for the most
They're
part,
probably using Google Translate to like email.
Damn, that'd be crazy,
Like,
huh?
yeah.
that would be crazy. I think the guy is from the United States.
Oh, okay.
But there are other people involved too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so pretty much what they do is they bring soul artists from the United States to the Japan audience to just get them like interested in soul artists from the U.S. And they chose me along with like some other really, really cool people. I couldn't name any off the top. Do you guys know Moonchild by any chance?
Chuck would be the first one to know.
Moonchild.
I'm
don't
ignorant when it
They're-
comes to music. Like,
Same.
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard of them, but
They're cool,
sounds
but
tight.
they're signed with them too, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else, or is it a shit ton of people?
I think it's a shit ton of people.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think that's like a dope thing. I knew one guy out here, like he got big in Germany,
Oh, sweet.
like randomly, you know, and he got put in like this hip hop magazine. That was like literally the biggest hip hop magazine, and now he literally travels Germany,
Whoa,
and
that's
he's
so
lived in Germany
cool.
for like the past like 7 years, and he's huge out there, but
Yeah.
nobody knows who he is out here. I
Yeah.
don't remember his
I
name.
mean, like, you know that one German guy? No, I mean, this country, like, when it comes to music and stuff,
Oh my
like,
God, Japan knows culture.
yes,
That's the thing they hold.
and they do. I mean, this whole deal that I have there is a CD deal. Like, so
That's
there's
tight.
is it
That's
distribution?
crazy.
Is that what it is?
yeah, so it's Tower Records, HMV, like all of these record stores in Japan, like in like the heart of Tokyo, like in the coolest parts. Yeah, it's like what the heck? I've only seen pictures, but the pictures, like there's displays with my faces and like
Yeah.
Japanese.
I was gonna
like,
say I saw you posted on Instagram. You had like a photo of your poster, and it was like your CDs also on display, right?
yeah.
How was that feeling like? Have you even been to Tokyo?
No,
You haven't even
I've
been
never
there?
even
That's so crazy.
been like
Your face is just everywhere, and
Yeah,
you're just like,
so
I've
weird.
never been there.
yeah. I guess the pre-sales did well.
Yeah.
What I don't even know. It's crazy. It's
Did
weird.
they do vinyl press?
No.
No?
But I think that would be something really cool
That'd
to
be
do.
so
I think
tight.
they want to see like how things go.
I feel like
and-
vinyl though, like even if you're not a big artist, people are gonna gravitate towards it because it's very like vinyl is like there's so many collectors out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think like I can even press up a vinyl, you know, and
Yeah.
sell it myself.
I mean, some people just like get them and don't even listen to them. You
Wait,
know?
press up a vinyl of her music?
Yeah,
That's illegal.
yeah, I know.
You heard it here first. You guys
You
heard
know
it here
what? Like,
first.
doesn't even everyone,
Yeah, I'm
just
not-
being screwed left and right
Yeah.
as a musician. So I'm
I'm
like,
just gonna go
oh,
print
yeah,
up some music.
Okay, yeah,
She said,
whatever.
okay, you heard the
You
stream.
just incriminated yourself on a live stream.
Oh, I have to do it first to get incriminated. So
Nice.
screw you, Keem.
Yeah.
Well, how do we know you didn't already do it?
Shit.
And she brings up a good point.
No,
So-
but yeah.
So that was crazy, huh? Seeing your face everywhere.
Yeah.
I get shocked when I see myself posted in other people's pictures. I'm like, oh, there I am.
Yeah.
I can imagine being in a music store.
So news is that I am actually going to Japan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there gonna
Ooh,
be a
nice.
tour? Or
So
shows?
for a while, like I wasn't sure. But they just contacted me in the last week or 2 weeks. And they're like, yeah, come out. Like I guess they're opening their own venue. So they're like, come out and be the headliner.
Damn, that's
Sweet,
Japan.
so Sweet Soul Records is doing they're
Yeah.
opening up their own venue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so tight.
Yeah.
Good
Dang.
shit.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Somebody's-
do you know when you're kind of like
I
slated to go out there?
Yeah, I think I'm going early February.
Ooh. Yeah. You gotta make sure to vlog that or make some kind of
Something.
content.
I'm just like, is
Yeah.
that even real right now? So I don't even know.
Yeah. I can
It
imagine.
sounds real though. I mean, if they already did that with your like, put you in advertisement and everything, I'm pretty sure they're like, okay.
Mhm.
And if your sales did good, they're probably like, oh yeah, she can come out here.
That's so weird.
And once again, Japanese people love their music and they just culture in general. Like they
Yeah.
really stay strong to whatever they believe in, dancing, music.
It just goes to show, like, music doesn't really have a region. Like, it doesn't stay somewhere. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, I
for
listen
sure.
to I listen to K-pop. I
yeah.
listen to Korean R&B. Like,
Bro,
That's-
it's so dope.
it's
You don't
just-
even understand. You're
you
just like,
you listen
Yeah.
even if you don't understand the lyrics. You're like, you listen to the instrumentation. You listen to the
Mhm.
style of the voice and everything. Like,
it sucks because like I know a lot of people are gonna get mad when they hear this, but like I hear music at first. It takes me a while for me to actually listen to music, like lyrics and everything, because I love instrumentals. Like that's my life. It's been my life. I don't know why, but I've always like I gravitate, and it sucks because my like ADD or whatever it's called. Like I literally just keep hearing the music and I don't listen, and it takes me like 15 listens to actually like be like, oh damn, those lyrics are deep.
But that's cool though. I think like, cause my whole thing is that art is, up for interpretation by anybody. So like, I never tell anybody what my lyrics mean. Just listen. Like even if you're not listening to the lyrics, it's like, there's emotion. And,
Yeah, you're definitely feeling something.
Yeah. So like, you're just like, listening to music and you're like, this is what I feel from this, and that's cool. Like, I don't even need to listen to anything else, but just, I think that's sweet. Yeah.
Do you think sometimes when you listen to music, it takes you back to a certain time period too?
For reals, yeah.
Yes. That's probably why I, like, only listen to things I've heard before, or I don't know. That's why I definitely can't listen to any of my own songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Wait, you can't listen to your own songs?
No.
What?
Yeah. All the pain. No, just kidding.
Is it just boring? Is it just like, I'm fucking tired of this? Or
No,
is it just,
Why don't you
more
listen to your own music?
It's like cringe.
what?
Really?
Yeah, it's like, ugh.
Is it because you're judging yourself and you're like, damn, I should have done this? Or is it just like, you just can't do it? You just can't
Yeah,
dare
there's
yourself?
probably some judgment in there. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then also it's like, because I record music and there's like years in between because shit's expensive. So there's like years in between and I'm like, oh, that's a completely different person than who I am now. Especially with like the first stuff I released, 17 or whatever, that just can't even deal with.
Is it even out?
I just recently removed it. Yeah.
Oh, you just recently removed it?
Yes.
Which means somebody out there's got it.
Yep.
Yeah. There's people who definitely have the CDs and they're like, I love it. And I'm like, please, you love like
burn it.
my underage 17-year-old me, you weirdo.
Here's my question: is looking back when you're 30s, 40s, and you're looking back at your music when you were in your 20s.
Yeah.
Are you gonna remove your music then?
No, I don't think so. Because that first stuff that I did, like, I had no idea what I was doing. So there were like 5 different people who were just like, this is what we're going to do. And I'm like, okay. So it was not me at all. Everything else I've had like a good hand on.
Yeah.
And I've been really like involved in, especially now. So I don't, And if it makes me some money, then I'm not going to get rid of it.
Got 15 million
Royalty.
views. Don't take it down.
Yeah.
Kind of how I feel about when I started rapping. I was like, what am I doing?
Thank God you stopped.
Thank
I'm
God,
just playing.
bro.
He's actually
This
dope.
world's got enough tragedies in the
Oh, man.
What?
Some of those tragedies are killing it.
Would you ever work with a rapper?
Yes, but I think I'm probably really they have to be really good. I've had a lot of like rappers approach me, and
I was gonna say I would imagine.
Yeah,
because I imagine my DMs when it comes to like making videos and things like that. Like, have people hit you up constantly like, oh, would you be on my song? And what is your like thought behind it? Like, it's not even just rappers, anybody. Cause I have a feeling you get hit up a lot for collaboration and things like that, right?
Yeah.
What is something you look for in somebody for you to want to do a collaboration? Because I see you take it more seriously.
Realness, like I don't know. I get a lot of DMs and stuff that are just like, here's a beat that I did, and like that's what I get a lot.
Yeah.
And that's fine and cool. But it's usually just like, I can tell there wasn't a lot of effort and not a lot of like emotion. Like if I'm going to put my emotion on something, like I feel like there should be some emotion there that I can connect to already. So there have been some people who I have worked with who have been like really cool. Like just out of the box cool. Like, I barely have the time to work on my own stuff. So if I want to work on somebody else's, I got to be like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Really feeling it.
Yeah. But and then again, like the amount of DMs that I do get, they all just kind of blur together at this point. So it's like something really, really good. I'm like waiting, I would love to
But you
collaborate.
do read all your DMs?
Yeah.
Most of them?
For the most
That's
part,
respect. That's tight.
my Instagram is not on my phone at this point. Well, right now it is to promote this, but I will just sit on that thing forever.
Oh, so you get rid of the app?
Yes.
Okay.
All apps, all
That's
social
kind of
media.
smart.
What?
My ass will wait for that install. I'll be like, installing this shit.
No, yeah, the
That's
days
kinda
where I'm
feel-
like, and then
That's how
I install it again.
That's how I feel about the Pizza Hut app. You know what I mean? Like I delete it. Like I'll order something and then I'll eat
I'll
and I'll
never
feel
use this
terrible.
again.
And then I'm like, I'm deleting it. 2 weeks later, I'm hungry.
It's the exact
what I mean?
same thing. No, but
Yeah.
Pizza Hut has kind of been killing it lately. I
Pizza
wasn't
Hut?
a fan for a while,
Yeah.
and then because my brother always orders like the stuffed crust,
Yeah.
and I'm like, whoa.
I don't know though. Have you tried Little Caesars?
I love Little Caesars.
I just wish it delivered. But I guess their pizzas
Yeah.
are so cheap that
Bro,
they can't afford to.
They got that little thing. You go up there and you just press the button and it come like they keep it in an oven thing now, so you don't have to like wait in
Really?
line. Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
you just punch in a code.
Talking about the oven ready.
Yeah, that shit's so tight.
Hot
Like,
and ready's.
I feel so VIP. I just walk in, everybody's waiting in line. I just press the little
That's so
button.
cool.
Yeah.
I have to say though, real quick, and because me and my boyfriend get Little Caesars like once every 2 weeks
Yeah.
or something, or once a week. I don't know.
Damn.
No,
Damn.
it's like
I wish I could do that.
We're so cheap and hungry. Let's just eat some pizza.
I mean, it's like
I feel like
$3 each basically, and
I
they're
feel
good.
like
Yeah.
I feel like Little Caesars is like the how you know how college students are like, oh, I survived off
Ramen.
ramen.
Yeah.
Well, now you can survive off Little
Yeah.
Caesars.
Because it lasts us so long. But I've been mad at them lately because I really like their ranch.
Yeah.
And in the last 2 weeks,
They're always out.
no, I think they changed their recipe for their ranch.
Oh, I hate
Ooh.
that.
It
Or
tastes like,
conspiracy theory, or
give it to me.
do you think they've just gone bad and they got to get rid of them?
That's what I'm nervous
Oh,
about.
shit.
That's totally what I'm nervous
Yeah.
about.
Disgusting.
Think about it. You know, they got to push out inventory.
Hey, do the jalapeno cheddar.
I love
That
that,
shit's
one.
amazing.
And then there's
Buffalo
like the
Ranch is
Buffalo
good, too.
Ranch. Yeah. See, the Buffalo Ranch had that weird taste to it too.
Oh, that just sounds like a bad batch.
Oh yeah.
That's because
You know?
that was like, okay, the first time, weird. The second time, I figured they changed the recipe. But if they've just been like stockpiling like expired ranch,
yeah.
And or just
Just
leaving it
pushing
out
it.
in the heat, because isn't ranch supposed to be like
yeah,
cooled?
I've always wondered
the
because they
fridge?
just leave
Yeah.
it sitting there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're probably like, I'm not gonna
I'm
put this
telling
shit
you,
back.
probably had a couple bad batches.
Damn, that sucks
Sabriel.
though.
She's salty.
We'll
She's
see.
like,
Wait,
can I get one from the fridge, please?
So let's do this. What's your
best way.
favorite kind of pizza?
This is not a topic that should be discussed.
Oh,
Really?
'cause people are
It's
gonna
controversial.
Be,
Oh my goodness,
Hawaiian?
it's pineapple. I can tell it's pineapple.
I'm not even.
She's not gonna
next
say anything.
topic.
We're not gonna
You
get
asked
out of
me
her.
if there's anything you don't want to talk. You don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about pineapple on pizza.
Dang.
You hate it?
No, I like it.
Mm.
I like.
I don't like it.
I like
my
it.
pizza is
I like it.
pineapple jalapeno pizza.
Yeah.
Like no ham.
I think it's a palate thing.
Yeah,
You
you know
just-
I got a
you
good
like-
palate.
You like the
Yeah, my
diversity.
palate's fucking terrible.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
But it's like, you know what would make me happy is if like the pineapples were a little bit more thin sliced and then maybe a little roasted, and then with
Ooh,
the
roasted?
jalapeno, bro, like
Like honey roasted.
make this shit real. Like,
I just love
not
how
just
you
cold
said
ass. Like they just get it out of the can. Like,
that and it's
they
like
just-
wet.
It's
yeah.
I don't like cold and warm because it tricks me. I'm like, bro, like I need.
What am I
need
supposed
one.
to feel?
Like it's
Am I
too
supposed
much.
to
I'm
feel?
like, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'm too basic for food.
No, I understand. There's some people can jack up pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
People are gonna despise me.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
nervous.
think anybody will hate you.
No, my whole family likes pineapple pizza, and I'm like, damn, yo,
Did you say pizza?
pizza.
Pineapple pizza?
Can I get a piece of pizza?
I think my favorite is the classic pepperoni.
Yeah.
My voice went out there for a second.
He kind of do a whole different
I
voice.
turned into the Batman.
Classic pepperoni.
I'm Batman. Yeah, I think my favorite is pepperoni just because you can't go wrong with it, man. It's like, sometimes you feel adventurous, like you're really hungry and you're adventurous.
My
and
girl
you're like,
gets mad at me when I eat pepperoni, so I'm like, I'll
Is
just
she
get the cheese.
Vegan?
No, she isn't, but she doesn't like.
She doesn't like the
something
pepper.
about pepperonis, like it's red meat, right?
I think so.
She's
That's probably
tripping.
why.
She's
I
tripping.
understand though, but pepperoni pizza is fucking delicious.
Yeah, but any
Yeah.
But I do
pizza-
try.
Well,
I try every time
how
I'm
about you
eating
do this?
cheese.
How about you order the pepperoni pizza? You give me the pepperoni.
I do. I'll take them off.
Sweet. We're
And
getting
I'll-
Little Caesars.
I'll kill you while I. Never mind. That was too deep.
Schmurder.
Smurder. You gonna smurder me, bro?
Yes, my favorite topics are being discussed right now.
Wait, so if you could collaborate with a rapper, who do you think it would be? Who would you look? Well, not even rapper. Let's just say this. How?
An artist.
What is an artist that you would see yourself collaborating with in the future? Either near future, distant future, or have they not even been born yet?
I was just gonna say I don't know if that person is there for me yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Right now I've collaborated so much with people and I haven't really worked by myself that
Yeah.
much. And so I'm really like enjoying figuring that out right now.
Yeah.
So once I figure out who I am, I'm totally down to like collaborate more.
Damn, that's a great answer.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see people collaborate too often now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where like, especially rappers, bro. Rappers is like, man, I got some homies. Like, yo, here's my album. It's like every song is a collaboration.
Featured 20 other people on this feature.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I like to see it as a collaboration, as like something that's gonna.
You know for
There's
sure
a
when you
reason
see that,
behind
bro, is because they all paid for studio time. And
Oh,
they, you know,
yeah.
they're all like, yo,
shit.
no, it's not a bad thing. Like,
We're gonna have to have a rapper on here and talk to him, man.
balling.
Hey, bro, how often do you go in on studio time with 10 other people?
I have it with music videos for me. They're like, yo, he got like 100. I got 100. And somebody else, like, can we do 3 people? I was like, I guess. Like, that's tight.
We'll each Venmo you $25 deposit.
Yep. Yeah.
We do music videos and other video projects too. It's like,
Yeah.
Let's do
That's
something.
oh,
Oh.
you heard it here first on the morning dinner, guys.
I just
Oh,
have to write
shit.
the songs first.
Yeah, you just got to write the songs first.
Yeah.
And we have to love them. 'Cause we have
Uh-oh.
this thing now where we only work on projects we're super in love with.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll try to
Which
make
I'm sure
that.
it'll be no problem because we both dig your music.
Yeah.
Thank
music's
you.
tight, for
Thanks.
sure.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure it's top shelf songs. For
I
you
really
then.
like the Hummingbird one. I think is that the one where you're like, dude, to me?
Yeah.
That's the one, dude. There's something about that song that's like so drony and like so like it just stays in my head.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And then you do those motion with the hands, and I was like, wow,
I love that.
blew my freaking mind.
It's so weird to see people in real life talk about things you've done.
Yeah.
Because everything's just on the internet. So I'm like,
It
you're
brings-
real and you've seen the things I did? That's so weird.
In other news, here's my mixtape, and I want you to.
This whole time he was setting
This whole
it up.
time I'm
Yeah.
setting
Static
up.
702
Here's
is
my
coming
mixtape.
back.
We're gonna
Nothing
go
is
ahead.
filming or anything. It's just
We're not even live streaming. These aren't even
Nope.
real cameras.
like, my phone's dead. This is weird. I have to leave now.
Yeah. She's like,
Here's a fun question for you.
Okay.
If your music was a fruit or vegetable, what would it taste like?
Whoa.
what would
Or
it be?
What would it be?
What would it taste
Let's
like?
let's do it with each other while she thinks about it. What would you be, Chuck?
What would I be?
Yeah, what would you be as a person?
Man, I think like an orange.
An orange? Why an orange?
Sweet, a little tangy, you know?
Oh, and you got to peel it.
Yeah, you gotta peel to get.
gotta
You gotta
peel
really
it.
peel to
Yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the peel tastes
Super introvert.
disgusting. So like
Yeah.
you're disgusting on the outside.
Yeah,
but sweet on
I
the
mean, I'm
inside.
ugly as fuck, but inside, I'll help you.
So you're more like an onion because you make people cry.
Nah,
Okay.
you're the fucking onion.
Oh, no. My answer was going to be an onion.
Oh shit, you're the
Damn.
fucking onion.
I'm a fucking onion.
You're Shrek.
Have you seen Shrek?
Yes. I've
That's a
seen-
stupid
yeah.
question. Everybody's seen Shrek.
But whenever I think of eating an onion, I think of, what was that Shia LaBeouf movie? Where Holes.
holes.
Where they like eat the onion.
Yeah. Wait, it's an
So
onion?
gross.
Is it? Yeah, it's like the sweetest onion or something, and they're just like eating onions.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but
Maybe it was. I do remember they were eating something. It was that could have been a vegetable or fruit or something.
it was something gross. But they're like, no, don't worry, it's delicious.
So why an onion?
Well, I was just gonna make a joke about the crying thing too.
Oh, okay.
But like, I've been making so many smoothies lately. There's so many fruits growing through my head.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I think of music more in colors than fruits.
So
I
what
guess.
color? Would you be?
So see that purple that's literally on the wall right there, that
Mhm.
pinkish
Ooh,
purple? That
yeah.
is like my life in song form. That's always like the color that's in my head.
I think that's the color too for your cover for Flora.
Yes.
It's those colors, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love it. I don't know, it just like makes you feel some cool stuff. I
Mm.
don't really know how to explain that, I guess. I don't know. I just feel it with that purple.
So wait, when you do live shows, you have an entire band, or like who's all a part of it?
Okay, so for the last 7 years or however long I've been doing this, it has been with a band. Now moving forward, after my April show at Emerge, I took away the entire band.
What?
Solo dolo,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
one
Why?
man band.
Why did you come to that conclusion as opposed to having them on stage? Because I like it when I see a band.
Me too.
But do
I
you
like
think it
too.
distracts?
I don't know if it distracts. I know that doesn't make me feel very good.
Really?
I haven't run into the nicest people, like the nicest musicians.
Yeah.
And it's just going back to one of those things again where it's like, I want to learn how to do all this by myself before I work with other people, so that when I'm in a band situation again, it's like I know what I'm talking about, and I know exactly what I want. And yeah, also you can make a lot more money when it's not just 10 people on
That's
stage
true.
and it's just
because you
you
can't bring them all to Japan.
I can't.
Yeah,
See, that wouldn't have worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with like plane tickets and stuff. When I did South by Southwest, I did the plane tickets for everybody.
Yeah.
Ooh, that hurt. So.
Dang, I always wondered about that too. Like, 'cause you guys split the check, man.
Yeah, bro. Like
That's why
realistically,
I try to
and the thing
include
is,
you in
the,
as little gigs as possible.
ooh, that came out. You're a dick. No, but- yeah, because I always wondered like that. Like, damn, dude, a full band, you have to pay for everybody's plane ticket. You have to pay
Yeah.
for everybody's instruments being shipped there. You have to pay for it. It's very, yeah, like
You gotta be like Michael Jackson level for everybody.
yeah, for sure. You definitely
Yeah.
gotta have a touring management
James
that's gonna
Brown.
make sure they get the right budget for you and the right shows.
It definitely held me back for a really long time.
Did it really?
Yeah.
So you had the same people all the time, or did you have different people you go to?
I had different people. They were, professional musicians. So they were busy and required a lot of pay.
Damn.
Just everything like that. Like, it's not like they were bad people. They were cool people, but it was just a lot. And it was holding me back from doing as many gigs as I can do. I don't know what I would have said to Japan. And yeah, the stuff that I'm doing right now, I'm really excited about. Like, I'm excited to just like, no drama, just me be on stage and like perform without being like, oh, I wonder what so-and-so thinks behind me, or like what they're going to say after the show or whatever. So I have like a really cool setup now, and I'm excited.
Oh, let's talk about that.
All your MIDI drums and everything ready to go?
Yeah, like little
tight.
things like that, and just like, because I grew up with a dance background, so I'm not going to be up there like,
Pop locking.
no, but I think there will be like a little bit more performance quality to it, and I'm excited. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen so many people like the one-man bands, and I've enjoyed every single one of them,
Yeah.
My favorite still to this day, and he didn't do too much, but I don't know why I love him. His name is Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaur. So tight. Like, it was a crazy show, and it was so simple. It's super
Yeah.
simple, you know what I mean? He's not like the most extravagant player, like a Lido. Because Lito's a
Have
monster.
you heard of Lido? No.
Yeah,
you
he
haven't
can
heard
play.
of Lido?
He can play. Oh, FKJ was amazing. That fool can play everything, and he's probably one of the greats. But for sure, I don't know. Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaur, because it's his music.
That's
it's very,
cool.
it's dancey. It's like housey, UK garagey. Well, his album was, and I was just like, damn, dude, he wasn't even doing the most technical shit, but it made me feel so good. I was like, that's so tight.
Sometimes
it's
you just gotta simplify.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I think too, and like, this is no offense to any band or anything, but it's kind of boring sometimes too. Like, you can play out, and that's cool, but it's boring. Like, if you're a band, be something a little bit different and a little bit more like, damn, this is fucking different.
Yeah.
Because there is, it's the same thing. Like, how there's a lot of good singers, there's a lot of good. Same with any artist or anything, but what makes you different? What makes you stand out?
Yeah, there's a lot of good technical musicians
for
who
sure.
like will sit and overplay or solo their asses off. And I know that at least half or more of the audience sits there and goes, I know when I go to a show, I kind of don't like when there's like big solo sections. I'm like,
quick little ones are cool.
quick
you
little
know,
ones. I'm
show
like,
off.
oh damn, like you're good. But then it's like, okay, when's this gonna end? Anyway, I know, but yeah, there's technical people out there. But I kind of want to move away from like being a musician on stage, like being like it's just
To
like music
performance.
to performance, like to whole like it's a show, it's an experience.
Yep.
It's like I just want to branch out, see like put all the things that I know that I can do into one thing on stage. And when there's 10 people on stage, it's kind of hard to do. So we'll see
That's
what
true.
happens. I don't know.
That's a good point. I think it's just because me primarily as a audience member, it's fun seeing that many people on stage.
Yeah.
But I see where you're coming from, and it does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and also it's fun to see a band, like an
Yeah.
actual band. When I'm performing with musicians, we're not a band, if that makes sense.
Like Little Dragon is always the same amount, like it's the same crew all the time,
it's
and
always
that's
the same
enjoyable.
people.
Yeah.
But like with me, it's like always different people. Like they're hired professional musicians, and they're my songs. And, you know, so it's like,
If the band had written the songs and everybody was
Exactly.
put a little bit of them,
Yeah.
then it'd be a little bit of
how
a
do you,
different story.
so how does that work? Like, do you just call them up or hit them up and then you send them the song and they learn it, or?
yeah, that's usually these guys are all so freaking smart. It's insane. So yeah, like there's even been times where I show up at rehearsal and the song is learned and we just do it.
Oh damn.
So, and then it's hard for me personally to be like, there's something that I want different, but I don't know what it is. And, you know, because it's already there.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'll be in your band. I'll play a mean tambourine.
Yes.
Was it tangerine or tambourine?
You can kill it on the talk box. He's so good at it.
Yeah?
I brought up the talk box.
Bro, like
I do a little bit of talk box,
it's
yeah.
tight. Like
You
super
know
You know what
there's-
talk box?
You know, there's talk box in like 2 of my. There's talk box
yeah,
in Hummingbird.
yeah, there is, yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning or at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
That would
So
be
what's the difference
cool.
between a talk box and a vocoder?
Oh.
Is there?
Yeah, a vocoder is
Digital?
No, they're all digital. So a vocoder is just you literally is like you talk. It doesn't go into your mouth. It uses your voice and it makes those kind of
Like a synth?
It's almost like a robotic voice,
Yeah.
but it's not very distinct. It's very all over the place. Talkbox is the actual tube that goes
Going
into your mouth and
then
you hum the words, yeah. Or you know, like if you were gonna say talkbox, you would go,
Yeah.
which probably didn't come out because of the gate.
No, I heard it.
But yeah, you essentially people,
Enunciate the words quietly, I guess. Like that. What's the best way to explain it? You know, 'Cause
You-
it's so confusing.
you just enunciate the like the T's, the K's, those kinds of things.
and you're still blowing out air though.
You're
to
blowing,
an
yeah.
extent.
You're not literally saying words. Like with a vocoder, you are saying words. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking into the microphone and you're talking like this, and then the piano does that and those.
Mm-hmm.
But with the talk box, you're not saying anything. It's just air coming out of
It's
your
so
mouth.
hard.
Yeah.
I'd be drooling so hard.
know,
I'm
right?
like just leaking out my mouth. I'm like, I hate
Yeah.
this shit.
I love the talk box, bro. It's
Yeah.
one of,
You're
I love
dope,
that
man.
thing. Thank you, man.
I want to see that or hear that or.
Next podcast, we'll do a little freestyle. So
You'll start
Yes.
off. You'll start off. We'll make a little jingle.
You should just do the entire podcast.
Talk
box,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
you
shit
should
would
do
be
a
so
song.
funny.
You should do a song called "Morning Dinner," where you sing. Maybe you and Chuck produce because he does production too, and then I just in the background do
That
my
shit's
little
trash.
scat.
I
Yeah,
love
that'd be
it.
tight.
I love
You
it.
just call it "Morning Dinner." Don't release it, but it's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Secretly.
I like it. That's cool.
So, real quick, going back to your music because we always get distracted. How do you feel? Do you feel that is there a certain audience for your music, or do you feel like your music can be for anybody?
I try to make my music for everybody. So like No More Color is a song that I have and it's not so soul orientated. I try to just throw out little things that everybody could like. So yeah. But I don't know. Again, like everything's on the internet, so I don't see face to face with my audience a lot except for at shows. But even then it's like, are you guys just here because your friend took you, or are you here because you actually like my stuff? So I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But
But have you had people come up to you and tell you like, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan"? Like,
sometimes
okay.
I don't like to say that stuff, but there's like a couple people who I'm
It's
like,
definitely gonna get bigger, especially if we go to Japan and stuff. Like that's gonna be crazy.
Thank
and I
you,
think
yeah.
you will, like for sure.
Yeah. There have been some really cool people at some of my shows that have come to like a lot of my shows, and that I'm like, dude, you're
Yeah.
here again, and I like get teary eyed and stuff,
Oh,
and
that's
they're just so
tight.
sweet. And
Well, so speaking about your shows, do you feel like with the change of, because you said you're getting rid of the band, right? Is that you getting rid of your band? Is that a way for also to like increase the interaction between you and your audience?
yeah, because me getting rid of the band, and this is maybe just a temporary thing again until I can figure my own stuff out. But I can travel, I can do small shows, I can do big shows, I could sit my ass down right here and perform for you guys. I can press pause in the middle of my set and talk to the audience, which is a lot easier to do than when there's a bunch of people behind and you're like, guys, stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I and when there's people behind you who you don't really know very well, it's hard to like be yourself.
Yeah.
It's especially with me. I don't know, the whole introvert thing. Like I don't know. I just want to be by myself right now.
Yeah.
And then have these interactions with people who I can like feel their energy in the audience, and I'm like, yeah, let me talk to you for a little bit, or let me sing this to you, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It is so I can connect a little bit more.
Have you seen those artists that kind of like Lito does this, where he'll make his beat on stage, right? Like he'll have all his production tools, I guess would it be, and then he'll produce it while he's performing. That is his performance.
Oh, cool.
And then he'll jump in and sing too. You know what I mean? And then he'll hop out of it and produce some more.
Like the looping. Type
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Would you ever do something like that?
If I could, there's still a lot of things I'm learning, like production wise. Sure.
Yeah, Kimbra's really tight with doing that type of stuff, the looping shit. Like,
I mean, like, it would be cool to add those little elements here and there. I don't know, like, what I'll run into. I keep running into, like, different things. Right now, I'm, like, really interested in the visual stuff. Yeah. Like, really interested in
that shit's so tight.
It's so fun.
And it's so simple, too, because you just connect it.
Do you mean with, like, projection stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Projections and just stage design and like what I'm going to be doing on stage and like props and whatever, like outfits, just anything. I'm just excited for like any visual and videos, music videos.
Mm-hmm.
The visuals I have on stage right now, like are videos that me and this girl Megan and Brett Bolton, I don't know.
Brett Bolton's so tight.
Like he's so cool.
He's so good.
Yeah, we all just sat in his house and we filmed like all this really cool stuff. And then he edited it all and we shot it onto the projector and it looks so freaking cool. But like I said before, I like all this hands-on stuff, like where I can be a part of the making of those visuals. And
so you guys integrating like the visual, like where like I don't know, St. John Hawkins or Jones do it, but it's these two DJs, but they like put the little connect in front. But their visuals have some crazy shit, and I'm like, that shit's so tight.
I'm learning that this week. Like I'm getting into that this
Brett's
week.
a beast at that shit for sure.
Like he just started his own little company.
That shit was so tight. You bring to events. Remember the thing?
You gotta bring me up to speed.
At Cricket's Playhouse. Remember that visual thing that we were looking at downstairs?
Yeah.
That's Brett Bolton.
Okay.
He's I don't know if he's still CPU.
Oh, the 3D stuff?
Is he Kitsu in the CPUs? Kitsi?
I
What
think
is that?
he's still doing
He's
that.
still doing that? Yeah, he does dope music.
It was the tracking stuff, right?
Yeah.
That was so tight.
That shit's so bananas. He's so good at it too, because he's super clean, but he's been doing that for years.
Dude, I think he's so good that companies are like, can you teach other people like our software type thing? Because he's just like,
yeah, he's so good with it.
He's just like a really okay. So here's like another thing that I'm like, okay, I'm really being specific about who I work with now, because after working with Brett and Megan, these visual artists, I'm like, they're so nice and open.
They're super nice.
Yeah, it just made me feel so good, and I'm like, well, I don't want to put myself in those positions where I don't feel good with people anymore.
Yeah, you want, once you've had that kind of experience, you don't want to set the bar low and kind of work with anybody, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's where I'm at now.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's tight.
It's a learning. That's what I've been doing. I mean, I've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
But publicly since April, like, I've been under the radar.
Yeah.
Because it's just like clean
Well,
slate.
so then let's talk about that. About you kind of taking. Because you mentioned to me before the show something about taking breaks for your personal health and sanity.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I worked on 2 music videos, like back to back, new songs, rehearsing this new set, whole bunch of stuff, and I just broke. Like, snapped, dude. I not snapped like I went crazy or anything, but just like wore myself out, So I just and that's kind of been this whole year, is just like taking time for myself to like learn about myself, and I think it's just good to do that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I knew that for a long time, so I was just like go 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 go, and then I was like, I can't even get out of bed now. Like I can't do anything. I had to cancel gigs.
That's
like I've never
so
done
crazy.
that.
It's funny because like I learned that like because I work a lot, but the thing about what I do is kind of not really. I wouldn't say like not creative, but it's not that next level creative. Like when I used to produce all the time, like I would produce for so long that I'd be mentally exhausted, and it was worse than like being physically active for a whole day. Like I literally would pass out.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, whoa, that was weird. And I was talking to this one artist, and she was like, she produces for like everybody. And she was saying like, yeah, she's like, there's days where I'll lock up and I literally can't do anything. It's like, you know, using like your pineal gland or anything in your body, when you use it too much, you wring it all out. And it's like, damn, like,
yeah.
You've had that though too, right?
Like creative blocks, right?
Like it's just really bad though.
Yeah. I made a Finsta.
Oh yeah.
A fake Instagram, and I called it Creative Funks. So whenever I have creative funks and I don't feel like producing new content, or like kind of like I just want to chill, it's a Instagram basically for my friends and family, like close friends and family, and it's photos that I don't have to think about posting. Yeah. Because I have a photographer Instagram where I kind of like, okay, I have a certain level of quality, or I only do portraits, or you know, this kind of thing. And I wanted to have a kind of like an escape, like just go to this Finsta and post whatever you want, man. Yeah. No hashtags. Yeah. Forget hashtags. Just post, like if you want to put up.
Ooh. What was that? Beatboxing again,
bro. I'm so quick with the beatboxing, man. But yeah, whenever I want to post like just random stuff, like I want to take a picture of a hot dog, post it on my freaking Instagram,
just to like get that blockage and just like shit out.
It's like it lets the pressure out, you know what I mean, like kind of like That's
why if you watch like kung fu movies and like anime, like they say that they're like, you need rest is just as important as working all the time. Totally. And if I should take my own advice, because I do work a shit ton, but once again hard. I feel like what I do isn't really using my true creativity, so I don't really feel drained. It's just more physically drained, you know?
Yeah, well, you do work a lot, man. Speaking of hot dogs, I almost choked on one the other day.
Oh my god, you almost died. Like,
wait, hold on, let me back up. Yeah. Back up and tell you the full story before you get carried away here. So
I love the way you just looked at me to tell me that. I was like,
yeah, man. Okay, so I was visiting a friend down in San Bernardino over the weekend, and she made these hot dogs, man. Delicious hot dogs, made them with bacon wrapped around and everything. However, they burned in the what's it called, like the grill, the stove outside, that thing that she was cooking them in. And the toothpick got stuck inside the hot dog. Oh. So I swallowed a hot dog. Like I just took a bite and I swallowed a toothpick.
Dude.
Yeah. It was I want to say like maybe that big.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah. So you think about something that big inside your throat, and like, man, it was sharp. The thing was, it wasn't going down and it wasn't going back
For
up.
the people listening, he made his fingers maybe about an inch apart. So that's a pretty big toothpick.
Thank you, man. Yeah. So it was. So yeah, I felt it in my throat and I was like trying to swallow it down. Like maybe like, you know, maybe it'll just pass, just go through, right, and it'll go through my digestive system.
Yeah, you don't want that though.
But then I was like, no, like what if it ruptures something?
What if it stabs your stomach?
What if I'm asleep at 2 a.m. and then pop, you know what I mean? Yeah. So what I ended up doing was that I forced myself to puke on command.
Nice.
And it was crazy because like I had to cough too and like angle like my throat a certain way for it to come out.
Jesus.
But I swear to God, man, once I saw it on like I threw up into the toilet and it was like it had like a stick of blood that big into it. I was like, oh shoot.
How are you
alive?
How did it?
I thought it did. I was like wondering why it didn't scratch his throat.
Yeah.
You know?
It probably did. That's where the blood came from.
No, I'm saying though, you didn't feel it. Like, cause I remember when I swallowed something, and it cut my throat.
I had it stuck in my throat, and every time I would swallow, which you can't hear it because we have a gate on this thing, but like whenever I would swallow, like to drink water or something, I could feel like my throat compress into it, like it was squishing into
like
it.
Torture, bro.
I was worried, man. I was like, dude, I've been here 3 hours. I gotta go to the hospital already.
Like that sucks.
Yeah.
So no hot dog after that.
I'm scared of hot dogs.
No more toothpicks. And anybody I know, the bacon needs to be around it. Just don't put no toothpicks in it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's just stay away from toothpicks.
That is
just
rough.
glue it on.
Have you ever had like a bad experience with the food?
So when I did a show at Vinyl maybe 2 years ago.
She got this story on lock. She's like, all right, I'm recalling this memory.
Yeah. I had food poisoning the day before and the day of the show. Like,
how'd you do the show?
I went to the doctor. They gave me like stuff to make me not puke. But I was still puking like up until the show. I had to get a hotel room at the Hard Rock because I was like, I'm puking. Like I have to perform. Where am I gonna puke all night? So what a trooper! Holy shit! Dude, that was like the worst. But then also, kind of just like distracted from me going on stage. So I just went on stage. I was like, I've been through hell today. So here I am. Like now I'm here. So that was bad. And it was like my favorite restaurant at that moment. I still went back there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I
Usually
know.
to me, I'm like, if I get food poisoning from a certain place, I'm like, I'm never going back there.
That's how I feel too. But this pho place, best pho in town, and it's like a little place. I'm not even gonna tell you. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll tell you after.
Maybe. Yeah.
But like, it gave me food poisoning, and I was like,
Hey, you
whatever.
and me are troopers though, Sabriel. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I went back outside and I ate that hot dog.
That's what my question was. I was wondering if you ate the hot dog.
Wait, the hot dog that was puked on the ground?
No, bro. No, I didn't.
I was like,
throw.
ew.
I didn't throw up hot dog and then eat the hot dog after, bro.
He was like, I ain't gonna waste that shit.
Because it was a full hot dog. I had just taken like the first bite or two.
Oh, got it.
There was still like the remaining 3/4 of it, right? And you want to know what the messed up thing was? Is I was like, okay, I'm definitely watching. Like I'm chewing my food this time.
Yeah.
And I chew it, and and there was one more piece in there, and I bit it. I remember I bit it hard, and it stuck my teeth. Like it went up.
Oh my
and
God,
and
bro.
it poked my gum, dude.
So
Yeah.
the person that you were with, did they witness this whole thing?
Yeah.
Sam was
and my
out to
brother.
kill you.
Nah, shout out to Sam. She's the
Yeah.
one that did our logo.
Yeah, the
for-
illustration.
for
That's
the morning.
dope
Dew,
one.
Yeah.
That's
She's
really
Yeah, she
tight.
tried to kill me though, so
Yeah.
I don't know. She might have. But yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely murder.
Yo,
it was
murder.
it was messed up though because there was at least like 3 or 4 more after that, bro. Pieces. I was just like, I'm not. I told my brother, you can have this hot dog, bro. I'm done.
I'm gonna die
I'm done
today.
navigating. I'm
Fucking
ordering. No, I ended up ordering Postmates.
That's
Do you need help?
Huh?
Do you need help?
No.
Do you need anybody
Yeah.
to help you?
No.
Okay.
Make signs with your eyes.
So I need to
just
blink
like
with my
blink
eyes.
twice.
Nah. But yeah, I've had food poisoning too. That's the worst.
Yeah.
You ever had food poisoning?
So many damn times.
Yeah. Why? Why so many times?
It's so annoying.
I know.
I just get. Yeah, I don't
She
know.
meant is like, how
I-
do you get poisoned and then get
Because
poisoned
I'm
again?
probably like a little weak ass boy, but I know a homie who got food poisoning and he almost died. Like he was like he had food poisoning for a whole entire month and couldn't stop puking, and he literally lost like 100 pounds and he was like
Damn.
96 pounds. He almost died, like literally almost died.
What?
I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like
Go. What?
at that point, it's like parasite, I think, though.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
I was like, fuck, that's scary.
Yeah.
Jeez.
My brother had something like that where.
I'm so sorry. That's my phone.
It's good.
I don't have any pockets. Or
Like
else
a
I would
ghost?
not. Yeah.
I was like, shit. I was like,
Well, you can pick it up if you want.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I'll pick it up
We'll
later.
be chilling.
It's all
My
good.
brother has something like that where he his was more of like an unhealthy eating habit. He stopped eating for a long time. Like he kind of went like a little anorexic or whatever. And he
is that when
ended
he
up-
was boxing? My bad.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
when
good,
he was
good.
boxing. He was doing like a lot of weight training and everything, and he ended up getting what's it called? Something with his colon.
Like a tapeworm or something?
No, it was like I shouldn't even brought it up. I can't even freaking remember.
But what happened? Maybe
Oh well,
you just-
yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I can't remember.
Yeah,
But he
fuck
ended up going to the hospital, and but he had lost a ton of weight on it, man. He like he went from like 250
Fuck,
to
if you want to
180.
lose weight, bro, throw a tapeworm in your body.
I wonder if that's a thing.
No, well, because it eats all the food, right? Whatever you eat, the tapeworm eats it.
That's
but
what Kelly Kapoor did. On
really?
The Office.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, I thought it was a real person, real quick. I hate you guys.
Kelly?
I was like,
Wait, my Kelly?
no, I brought up like I instantly knew who you meant, Kelly Kapoor, but I thought of the actress, not the
Yeah.
character on the show, and I was like, whoa, she really did. I didn't know that.
It's too much. I have an obsession.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm
all
so
good.
sorry. Well, I'm glad that your throat is okay.
Yeah,
And that
it's
you
good.
can eat hot dogs again.
Yeah. We'll
Maybe.
see.
Are you ever afraid of like damaging your vocal cords?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Especially like, I mean, this is weird. I don't listen to her music a lot, but I remember there was a moment where like Adele had to like stop going on tour because she really jacked up her vocal cords.
SZA too, I think.
Huh?
Sorry.
SZA too?
Yeah, I think
Oh
her.
yeah. I don't know. Like that scares me so
It's
bad.
scary.
And then like because my talking voice is really like obviously high and kind of annoying, so I try to like
Deepen it?
balance it by like deepening it a little bit, but it doesn't feel good on my voice.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Like,
Eh.
does it just happen? Do you guys know? Like, does it just fuck up? Or is it
I
like
feel like
a
it's
certain...
from overuse, and also I've had to go to the doctor a couple times for acid reflux because it like erodes your vocal cords.
And when you say acid reflux, is that like heartburn?
Yeah, like indigestion and
Yeah.
like those burps are like.
Yeah, and it just feels.
So those burps are burning
Have you
your
ever
vocal
had like
Yeah,
a?
yeah,
Have you ever had like a liquid like creep up on your throat and it's like really hot?
yeah. I think
Okay.
that's acid reflux.
I've had that. It's not cool, man.
It's not fun.
That means
And
your
it stings.
that means your acidic levels are too high, right, or something. That's why you have to be alkaline.
Ooh.
Like that's you
I
know
love how
that's,
you're not even saying you have to be alkaline.
yeah.
I know for
Alkaline.
There's definitely the doctor's
shit like
definitely
that.
not gonna tell me that. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna say here's a prescription. They're not gonna be like change your diet and.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I just got a prescription for it.
Yeah, it's-
Because yeah, like I would get like lumps in my throat and stuff.
Whoa.
And then they would say it was because I had acid reflux. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm glad you got that taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you can't sing with that,
With acid reflux,
can you?
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
It's just gonna hurt.
If it like erodes my stuff to the point where I don't know. I didn't let it get that far.
Yeah.
I just got the stuff, and if I eat a burger, which is a lot, then
Yeah.
I'll take my medicine for it.
do you have like a routine that you do with like to take care of your voice, like?
I should.
Because I couldn't imagine myself ever be a singer. Because I always like I'll have like a drink with
Ice in it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
With ice in it.
Yeah.
Or like I'll eat like so spicy stuff or like you know what I mean. Like is there like a certain kind of like thing like are there things you stay away from and kind of like
Around gigs, yeah.
mm-hmm.
But I love food.
Mm-hmm.
I love food. I love different drinks. I love coffee. These are all things you're not supposed to have. You're not supposed to have spicy food. You're not supposed to have coffee. You're not supposed to just generally have caffeine. It's supposed to tighten it up. So around a gig, I'll stay away from that stuff.
But outside of that, it's free game.
Yeah, which is like, and I should warm up every day and whatever. But lately, I haven't been listening to music or anything. So it's like,
Yeah.
I haven't
How do you
been-
warm up your?
Can you teach us some warm up
It's the whole
exercises?
like, like stuff. Yeah, exactly.
I can't even.
And there's
freaking do
one
that.
where
I'm
you like
stupid.
go like you make that noise.
What?
Because it brings everything to the front of your face, so you're not like.
Do you do that stuff with your jawline too, where you have to yell like really loud
The
and
tip
like,
of the tongue
so
of the
you
teeth,
enunciate better and shit? I don't know. That might just be for acting.
That,
but
I think that's
I've seen
something
shit.
that I've learned in lessons in the past. Because I was going to a vocal coach for a while.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm too cool. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna look like I'm scatting in my car. Like
Yeah.
people look crazy when they do that shit. This
Have you,
Yeah.
have you ever done tongue twisters where it's like the
she sells.
seashells
Or
by
mommy
this-
made me mash my M&Ms.
Damn, you said
Mommy
that. Huh?
made
Mommy
me-
made me mash my M&Ms.
Mama-
Mommy made me match my M&M.
Mama made me mac and cheese. Hey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shut up, Kim.
That's your new vocal
Yeah.
warm up.
Well, you know, I do what I can.
I should do that stuff though, but around gigs. So the more gigs I do,
No, don't make that an excuse. Do it every day.
I know I
Yeah,
should.
do it
I
every
really
day.
should.
Because I'm gonna start meditating every
Dude,
day.
okay,
Oh my
let's.
God.
Yes. So that's cool that you guys talked about that because I meditate twice a day, 20 minutes.
Wait, do you?
Yes.
Okay, so what was your process in like actually? Because I'm super interested because I just want to know.
Yeah.
But how'd you learn how to do it?
So I do a form of meditation called TM, so Transcendental Meditation. So I went to a class for it, and pretty much with the meditation I do, it's not that you're like trying to clear your thoughts. You're like welcoming thoughts, if that makes sense. So eyes closed, 20 minutes. You have a mantra that you repeat. It's just like a word, like a
Can you
almost a nonsense word.
like say one?
They say I'm not supposed to say them out loud.
We'll make up one that
Make
you're
up
never
one.
gonna
Don't
use.
Like-
use your personal
Like
mantra.
banana,
Avocado.
It would be like
banana billions bunnies.
Banana billions.
Or does it have to be like
bunny.
a phrase?
it would be like a word that isn't actually a word. So it would be like
Oh, gibber. Okay.
yeah, just a gibberish word like
Ha- ha-
belonga.
Belonga. Like baloney? That's a word.
I did have baloney in my head, and then I was like belonga.
Belonga.
Yeah.
Such an ugly word.
I was wondering why
I
they give
know.
baloney that ugly of a name. Like, why can't you just? Why can't? Wouldn't it be cute? If it was like B. What B-A-L-O-N-E-Y.
But lonely.
That's a cute baloney.
Oh, I said but lonely.
Bologna is an ugly thing to eat, so bologna.
It's such a weird thing.
Bologna.
Okay,
I
but
haven't
going
had-
back to the meditation.
Okay, so yeah,
you
so
say
yeah.
the word in your head.
You have that. You repeat it just, throughout the entire 20 minutes. Like with ease, like there's no like pressure or anything. And then whatever thoughts come, you just accept them and you go back to your mantra for 20 minutes. So like it brings your head into this really deep state with the mantra. It's like it's kind of like a gumball machine, and there's the gumball and it like goes down with a swirl like that. Like the gumball is your mantra, and it's like bringing you deeper into your head. So like there's shit that I remember that I haven't remembered since I was a kid when I'm doing it, and then when I'm done I'm like,
damn,
just
that's crazy.
totally.
So
damn.
Do you not wear earplugs or anything? You just do it wide open?
Yeah, you're like, you can do this type of meditation, you can do wherever, like airport. It's the things that are around you and the noises that you hear like aren't distractions. You're just like welcoming anything.
Yeah.
Have you done any like deep meditation where you're like fucking just quiet?
Like, have you ever seen Beverly Hills Ninja?
No.
No, you never
Is
seen
that a
Beverly Hills
thing?
Ninja with Chris Farley?
Oh no.
Okay,
no.
okay.
Wow.
There's a scene where he meditates and he leaves his body, and then he goes and takes care of business, and he meets his master on a spiritual plane.
Yes.
And I always feel like that's what meditation
He
is.
can't control himself. He's always like
Like if you didn't want to, yeah. Oh yeah, he couldn't control
Such a good
himself
movie.
because he's not a real ninja. So he's always like, everybody else is like chilling on the clouds, and he's like flying all over the place. Ah.
Dude, have I not seen
Oh,
that?
you gotta
such
watch
a
that
good
movie.
movie.
It's
Yeah,
a
like-
classic.
Yeah,
Chris
what
Farley,
the hell?
yeah.
I don't know how I've never seen that.
I was pictured that's what meditation was.
yeah. It
Dude.
makes it seems like it. That's what it really does feel like.
There are some times when I'm meditating where it does, like, my hands feel numb.
Yeah,
Or,
you
like,
tingly.
They,
like
they,
all
and then they
tingly?
like go away, and I get really scared, and so then I stop because I'm like, where my hands
That's
go?
how you do the REM sleep. Is like you lay flat on your back and you don't move. And like what happens is like your body will what happens is your body thinks you're in sleep mode, so it shuts off everything. So you'll literally stop feeling, and you'll get this tingly feeling.
But like your brain is still going, right?
Yeah, and you're still awake.
That's pretty much like
Meditation.
Yeah, like this, like TM. That's pretty much
Oh damn!
like a very similar experience.
So I do it
to it.
sometimes at night
That's cool.
because that's supposedly how you're able to control your dreams every single time.
Oh,
is
like
if
what's
the
it
REM
called?
sleep. Is
Well,
it REM?
There's yeah, REM. That's like you have your REM cycle
Yeah.
when you're sleeping. But what is it called when you can like?
Control your dreams.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's called, Keem? Like where you can actually like know you're in the dream. You're like, oh, I'm in the dream. I can do whatever I want now. It's
It's
called
like something projection, right?
Astral projection.
No, I was just reading about this yesterday. I don't.
Hydroplasion.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yes.
That's your
Let's
word.
just call it
Bologna.
hydroplasion. Bologna. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's Bologna. But meditation's cool. I'm glad that you guys just had an
Yeah.
interview with that person about
Yeah,
that.
that
I'm
dude
sorry, I
is
don't
a
remember
next
his
level
name.
spiritual dude. I was
That's
like,
so
damn.
cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that. and watch
Sabriel
it.
is referring to Gabe. We just had
Yeah.
Gabe on the
Gabe.
show. Gabe is awesome, man. You got to check him out. He does
Yeah.
vlogs too, daily vlogs and everything.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Is that what he was just doing?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, that's what he was doing. I already knew when he walked into the door too. He
Yeah.
had his camera ready to
Dog,
go.
he opened up the door.
And
recording.
it
I
was
was
you.
like, he's like, oh, Keem's not here because
Bro.
Keem's always like, oh, what up? I'm
Yeah.
like, hi.
No, I've known him for a couple of years now, and every time I would go to his house, I already knew to expect that camera in my face. I'm like, all right. So
It is a very vlog camera.
Yeah.
Like from what I saw, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like.
would
such a
you ever
vlog.
vlog?
Well, first of all, I think I've tried, but to sit in front of a camera and then just be like, I'm gonna start talking now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a concept that I understand. I'm so sorry. Like talking in front of people or to people alone is so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that's
It's-
interesting.
It's. I think it's dope if you can learn it. You know
yeah,
what I
I
mean?
think
'Cause
it's cool.
like
I just don't know how to do
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's not part of me to do. I don't know.
It's I think when you put a camera in front of yourself, like you kind of also
zone out.
no you put that pressure on, like the what's it called, the deer in front of the headlights, right? You're like, oh, but when it's your iPhone, because I've done Instagram stories, well, I'll record myself and I know it's an Instagram story, and you realize that when you put a camera, like an actual physical camera in front of you, like it puts more pressure than it should. Like I can imagine doing a vlog on my iPhone, but I couldn't imagine doing a vlog on my DSLR. You know what I mean?
Even like, cause yeah, the Instagram stories where you're looking at yourself, it's like
Yeah.
the front facing camera, and then I've done videos where like people have asked, can you do a video for the show or whatever? And you have the camera, but it's not facing you because it's like the better side of the camera.
Yeah.
And you're
Oh,
just
real
looking-
quick, it's called lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming.
Yeah, somebody
yes.
said it in the comments.
Jesus.
My
Oh,
bad.
cool.
Yeah.
20 minutes
cool.
late with that
People-
one.
Yeah, I just seen it.
Lucid dreaming. Man, that's so, I just like totally, I need
Yeah, I
to stop
kinda-
doing that. I'm coming back to like reality now, knowing that people have been watching this just this entire
Yeah.
time. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, is that what they said in the comments?
Yeah.
Nice.
Savon.
Totally just weirded me out. That's cool though.
Good to know.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about
So many thoughts just went through my head. I went through hot dogs.
yeah,
to
me too.
lucid
I was
dreaming,
like everything we talked
to
about.
toothpicks. I was like, I don't know what,
What
we're
were we talking about
Oh,
just now?
cameras. Just like talking
Yeah.
to a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
blank
Would you ever
camera.
vlog? I think was the question. Would you
Yeah.
ever vlog?
I don't know.
I think you should.
All right, I'll do
Ma-
it.
If you go
Especially
to
if you go to Japan,
Yes.
you document
Especially.
everything. Because that's document footage. Like if you ever in 20 years, want to put that in documentary, like it's really dope.
Gabe
It's true.
Gabe was talking about why he vlogs, and he said doesn't do it necessarily for like the views or for like the attention. He does it more for like so he can look back in a year and go like, oh, that's where I was.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it was like I was telling like a photo book. You know what I mean?
Or a journal.
Yeah.
Like, that's for
Yeah.
sure. That's tight.
That's why I didn't delete any of my old Instagrams. I just archived them because I like to go back and look at them like, oh,
Yeah.
look,
That's the thing. Don't overthink it when you do it. Just have fun with it. Make it something like where it's not pressure. Like you have to do this.
Yeah.
But like just make it. Yeah, just make it fun.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna start trying to do once
Mm.
I do interesting shit with my life. But I'm always in the same place. I'm like, nah, this is getting boring.
Oh my god. It's
I'm
like
chilling.
the everyday stuff that people love though.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I see so many vlogs.
That
and
is true.
stuff. Yeah.
Are there any trends in the music industry that you see right now?
At Emerge, I sat in on a like a panel with A&R reps and stuff like that, and they were talking about trends that they're seeing, and in pop trends, they're seeing a lot of like Latin music mixed in with pop music.
Despacito.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what's starting the whole thing. But again,
I think that's pandering.
I'm so
That's
bad.
pandering, man.
I'm just bad with listening to new music. Like,
It's kind of like when you heard Katy Perry put on who was that rapper? Katy Perry put some rapper on her song.
who was it?
One of those Illuminati songs, man.
One of those
Could've-
gibberish people.
It could have been, one of those, mumble
Oh.
rappers, I think. And I showed my buddy Nate. He's a rapper. He's like, she pandering. She's pandering. Like she knows she doesn't give it. She knows she doesn't care about that audience, but
No, that's
she
all
got-
pop music is. Like,
Pandering?
They don't give a shit. Yeah.
yeah,
It's just like, it's ridiculous.
I agree.
It's disgusting.
It's money though. It's money.
Yeah. That's why who knows how much money I'll ever make because
Wait.
I'm not down to like just
Here-
do that.
Here's my question. What's your? Gotta figure out how to word this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, is there a genre that you don't like as much as other genres? Because for me, it's like screamo music. I can't stand screamo.
I love screamo
like
music.
that.
like
you know,
that.
like
It's
that
hard
stuff.
for me to listen to screamo, like really intense screamo, but everyone around me listens to screamo, like so I'll every once in a while I'm like, oh okay, that's kind of cool.
mhm.
Country music, like the country music that's really popular right
The
now.
pop country, basically.
Yeah, the pop country
can't
is
do
really
it.
weird, especially now because they're incorporating these weird like not hip hop elements, but like they're taking like some elements of like what the mumble rap stuff is doing.
Like trap elements, like hi hats and stuff, or I don't know, I
No,
haven't really
I don't know how
listened.
to explain it, but it's like everyone is just like taking from each other, and now it's like even in country music too. It's super weird. Country music, I'm not super a fan of.
Have you ever heard of Zach Brown Band?
See, stuff like that though
Mhm.
is like when it's real, I can handle it.
There's a song called Chicken Fried.
Really?
Have you heard it? Chicken Fried,
No.
and it's just about fried chicken.
But it does make you feel good.
It makes me happy.
See?
See, and the
That's
song's
fine.
also about like grabbing a cold beer on a Friday night and eating some chicken fried. I don't even drink, but I like to think I do.
So the thing with country music, and I think I got this from my dad. Like I'll sit and I can write a country song if I wanted to, because literally all it is looking around the room that you're in, and just writing down what you're doing.
And I knew where this was going.
It's like that person
Sitting in my lawn, my doggy in my lap,
Beer in my hand.
and a
Yes.
baseball cap.
And people will eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Like that's
This is real.
Oh, I'm sitting in
Yeah.
a chair with a beer in my hand.
that's what I'm doing too. What? No
He's
way.
literally painting a picture for you.
Yeah. Like a very simple picture, but
Yeah.
like people love simple.
I could
People love when they can relate to things.
Yes,
You know?
yeah.
It's comforting.
I gotta
so-
show you chicken fried later. You'll like it.
Yeah, I'd like to.
There's a girl who came here and she didn't like country at all, and I was like, listen to this song. She liked it.
There's some good country. Who's that one country singer who's like really soulful?
Really soulful.
Yeah, he has like a beautiful voice.
I don't know any country artists, to be honest. I
I just know Toby Keith.
Toby Keith. What's his name? Greg.
McGrath.
Not Mardi Gras. That's a thing. That's
That's a.
Tim
Tim McGraw. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like Gras. What was it? What's the first name?
Yeah, country. There. I think there are some probably good stuff, but it's not something that I actively seek out. So I don't know if I hate any genre. Because there's
let's
good
just say
stuff
which-
in everything.
So let's just say you're uncomfortable with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then again, there's probably something in everything. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
there's
That's
probably an
true.
old iPod that I have. There is an old iPod that I have that has like show tunes
Dang.
and stuff. There's like a lot of Sweeney Todd, like when Johnny Depp played Sweeney Todd in that Sweeney Todd movie.
Never watched it.
I have that entire.
That's a good ass movie.
It's just like, but I loved the soundtrack to it.
Mm.
So I don't know. Music is music.
There's a
If
lot
it-
of soundtracks I like.
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
I love
right now.
video game music. That's my favorite. Because like if you
Yeah.
ever listen to Final Fantasy, they have like some of the best composers I've ever listened to in this
Yeah.
generation. I guess you know what I mean. Like they're the Beethovens to me because they do orchestras still,
Yeah.
and it's like next level shit. And it's funny because like the dude who like does most of the Final Fantasy stuff, he's like, oh yeah, I like Metallica and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you create like beautiful
Yeah.
next level music, and he's like, oh yeah, Led Zeppelin. I'm like, that's sick though, you know?
Well, I guess it's cool to just like take everything and just listen to it and see what like mush your brain comes up with because it's probably gonna be good mush. Speaking of that, I've been listening. My dad's always showed me a lot of Tenacious D when I was
Yeah, I
a
love
kid.
Tenacious D.
Wait,
Dude.
Tenacious
Jack
D
Black.
is that's okay. That's made up, right? That's not a real.
No, it's a real thing.
It's a real band.
Yeah, Jack Black and what's his name? Kyle.
Kyle
Wait, so
Gass.
were they
Kyle Gass.
were they a real band for the movie or outside of that movie?
I think it like intertwined into like
What?
started it because I'm seeing them in December, so I've been listening.
Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Oh, snap,
Oh, they tour,
touring.
dude. They have
I didn't know.
a huge audience. Like
I thought that was a parody. Like that.
it kind of is. I
okay.
think it's like it is.
It's a parody
but
on
it got
rock.
big. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like people like it.
Because, like, I've been listening and I'm like, yeah, it's funny. Like, there's funny jokes and, it's fun to listen to. But I'm listening more and Jack Black's voice, dude, I'm starting to, like, study his voice because it's fucking amazing. Like, his range this is so funny to talk about because it's Tenacious D,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's like, what the heck, dude? Like, one of the coolest voices ever. So I've been listening to that a lot lately.
I've never heard that before ever. You
I
know,
know,
like somebody talk about that.
I've
That's
never
crazy.
even thought about it until I was really listening, and I was like, the Master Exploder when he like starts like really low and he goes way up high. I was like, wait, how did he do that? Like I can't do that. A lot of
Yeah.
people can't do that, but
Yeah.
he's incredible.
I've always said Jack Black's a good singer, man.
Yeah.
It just is,
I love him as an actor, too. He's-
Even if he doesn't sound like the most refined, like perfect pitch kind of like voice, like his tonality.
It's a unique thing.
Yeah,
it's Jack
unique.
Black.
And I
like,
hear him sing, and I'm like, damn, that's tight.
And even then, like, I think he can have like that whole perfect pitch thing too when he wants to.
Like Will Ferrell. Wait, who? Yeah, it was Will Ferrell, right?
When
Will Ferrell can
when he's
really-
like the male Mariah Carey
Well,
from Step Brothers.
oh yeah.
Is that what?
But yeah, but he also sings in The Office. Remember?
What does he sing?
He sings. No, he was singing the "Going Away" song for Michael Scott.
I can't remember. This is embarrassing.
It was when the 900,000.
And he has that little snippet of himself,
Yeah.
right? Okay, yeah.
And then he does that falsetto like high. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, it's like always the jokers who I'm like, no. Like, take the joke out of it. And I know that you have a really beautiful voice under that.
Yeah.
Same with, Will Ferrell, too.
He actually did some songs, too. Who's that other guy, man? John C. Reilly. Do you know who John C. Reilly is?
Yeah.
Have you watched that movie, Dewey Cox?
What's Walk the Line? Or not Walk the Line. It's
Hard.
a parody
Walk
of,
Hard. Yeah.
I've only seen bits and pieces.
Okay. There's a lot of songs in there that I'm like, dang, this guy can sing.
Right?
Like, they're parody-ish songs, but like his tonality is really good. And then there's one song called Beautiful Ride, which is like the last song of the whole movie. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
I love
Beautiful.
that stuff. I love just like hearing the goodness in a funny song or whatever.
I gotta show you that song too.
Yeah.
The song's popping.
It's so cool. But that's what I've been listening to lately. It's Tenacious D.
Sick.
I was gonna say,
circle back to
why
I started saying that.
What's one of your favorite artists right now that you like that you listen to a lot?
So on top of that, I decided, because I've always listened to Stevie Wonder, but I've never listened to like every single song.
Mm-hmm.
He has so many songs, like I don't even know how many songs he has, but that's like, I was like, okay, for a little bit, I'm not gonna listen to anything else but him. Yeah. And just like go through his timeline and see what happens. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm listening to.
I feel like there's some artists out there who have such a big discography that you're like, I'm never gonna get through their music. Yeah. I'm probably not gonna hear all their songs. Like, there's some Michael Jackson songs I'm still finding out about. I'm like, whoa.
That's another one.
You think about his career, like his career spanned 40, 50 years. Like,
I've always thought though, you know how dope it'd be to like listen to songs that he'd probably never want to release, but you know they're secretly stashed somewhere.
That's what happened like with his last album.
And like with Prince right now, like I just saw an ad the other day, because Prince, that's another one that I love to listen to. But I just saw an ad. It's like 200 new Prince songs or like 20 new albums, and I'm like, it's not supposed to be out. Like, it's probably shit, you know, like. That's
it's money. It's money.
It's money.
That's what happens when. That's another thing we can talk about, man. That's how I don't know.
It's the family members, right?
Yeah.
Or wherever it goes, the publishing goes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be to the family members. Most likely, it's whoever they're signed to, or whoever their management is gets to make those kinds of decisions.
That's why.
But Prince kind of did that whole thing where he didn't even go by Prince. He had like the symbol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was like super protective. But there was that whole conspiracy theory that like the timing of his death was weird. Yeah. And like how it happened was weird. Same with Michael Jackson. Like,
yep. I always say it wasn't it wasn't conspiracy theory time.
Is it because the fact that he had some type of share in Sony? Was that the Michael Jackson one? Or what's the conspiracy?
Well, I don't know what the conspiracy is. I just believe that these people were murdered. They weren't necessarily.
Totally.
It wasn't like an overdose thing, because they've been taking medication. They've been taking, they've done it for years. Like, why would all of a sudden?
Why did you start from taking 5 pills and then one day that your doctor's like, take 40, and you're like, okay, and then you're dead? Like,
that doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, even Prince has said in an interview one time, is like, if you look at his vault, he has like 90% of his music will never be released if he has anything to say with it.
And now it's coming out.
And now it's coming out.
Yeah. So. Was it Jay-Z that bought his vault?
I can't remember.
Really? And Jay-Z's releasing it?
Am I starting rumors that aren't real?
We'll have to, guys. This is you gonna have to fact check those guys.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get like a letter from Jay-Z. Excuse me.
Jay-Z's people
from the FBI or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. That I do think it's kind of weird. There's somebody else too who died that was like kind of suspicious.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody who dies is kind of suspicious.
Ooh. Deep.
We can go deep into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, just about general death.
It could be its own podcast.
Yeah.
You guys should start that.
Like a conspiracy corner.
I mean, it's just fun talk too.
Yeah.
So, do you still do shows right now? Like out here in Vegas?
Yeah, so my set's finally ready.
Mm-hmm. When are you looking to start performing?
Well, I was supposed to perform 2 weeks ago, but then I just like ran myself down. So I think I'm gonna start doing some smaller gigs like Creative Mornings and So Far Sounds, and if I can do stuff like that, that's what I'd like to start doing. Mm-hmm. And then leading up to Japan, I'm just gonna have to start pushing some shows out and see what I can do. But yeah, trying to get performing now.
Nice.
Get ready.
Let us know.
Yeah, totally. I'll definitely let you know.
How like, this is just a thought I had in my head. I don't know why I was thinking, because I was thinking about you performing.
Yeah.
I think about out in public, and I was like, what if we had a podcast out in public?
That's
like
what I was thinking
like
about.
a first Friday kind of thing.
That would be cool.
It'd be tight, huh?
There'd be so many ignorant people.
So much background noise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for one of the shows I did, I wanted someone to do a podcast. Like, I don't know how I wanted it to work. Like, say bunkhouse or something.
Yeah.
The performers are inside, and there's a little podcast going on outside. I don't know. It could be like a little extravaganza thing that you guys can do.
We'll sit on that one.
Yeah.
Let the
Sit on
ideas
it.
brew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
DM me some ideas if you have them.
Okay.
Hit us
Yeah,
up.
if I put a show together, that would actually be really cool to figure something out with you guys.
Are you ever inspired by like food and drinks and things like that?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Our entire feed is inspired by food.
yeah, your feed is very inspired by food, but you guys look at food like different than how I look at food, I guess. Like
Yeah.
I've never like, I don't know if this is a word, abstracted food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always just like, I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah.
But the feelings I get after eating certain foods, like
Yeah.
when me and my boyfriend go and eat, it's like we notice that when other people eat with us, it's embarrassing for us because it's just like sounds the entire time. Yeah.
Wait, so you're not into ASMR? The
take off my headphones. It's the lip smacking that
Yeah.
I cannot do.
yeah.
Yeah, but there, cause Megan, she likes a lot of that ASMR stuff too. Cause there are some cool like things that you can do with that. I would like to incorporate ASMR into my music.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be sweet. See, I just like
Yeah.
had to swallow and I backed away from the mic. I think that would be sweet. Just like figure out some weird noises and like turn it into something. I
Yeah.
think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
So
I think ASMR gets a bad rap, man. I like. There was one video
It's
I
actually
saw.
pretty soothing.
Yeah, it's really
it's just the,
soothing.
like dumb teenagers that ruin it, that are just like, and just
Yeah.
like, oh, this
Yeah.
one. When I'm like, just like, I want to see like something creative with it.
So somebody did a ASMR. I'll find the video and send it to you. Somebody did a video where it was like making breakfast, and it was like but the way they had the microphone set up, like it was right in there.
So you
Like
heard the
like every time
sizzling.
they flipped like a batter over, you can hear the texture. I was like, damn.
See, that's creative. That's cool.
like,
I
dang.
like that.
Also makes you hungry. Like
Yeah.
that. I've never thought of
Yeah.
sounds making me hungry. Like, ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I think I heard, you know, the internet, the band, the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is, I don't know if this is like in that same category, but that they tried to like pop a zit and record it and then like distort it and put it into a song, like as a beat.
That's a thing.
That they're just
That's
like
so bad.
experimenting with weird sounds, and the pop of a zit, I think they tried to do at one point. They're probably high as fuck and like,
They're coming out in November.
huh?
They're coming out in November here.
Like here? Oh,
yeah.
sweet. That's
Me
awesome.
and my girl are gonna go see them.
Nice.
It's gonna be tight as fuck.
Yeah.
What
I
kind
really-
of sound would you like to incorporate into your music?
Zip popping, toilet seats. No, just kidding. I don't know.
Pineapple pizza.
Pineapple pizza. No, anything weird that I can. I did start a song where the dishwasher is the beat. So like I had to like quantize it and all this stuff and like really make it work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it was a really loud dishwasher. But it's cool. Just some weird stuff like that. Like whatever you
But
can't just find on
Bjork
Logic.
did a whole album where everything was made with nature.
Oh,
So
sweet.
there was like nature instruments and like I don't know how she did it. It's pretty fucking intricate. I love Bjork.
That's sweet.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, she. I think her last album was like all nature based, and she
See,
sang
that
on it.
is
Yeah,
so cool.
She's on another level though. She's always been on another level.
Yeah, she's like space level,
Yeah,
not from
she's a little
here.
alien for
Yeah.
Is that the one you spell her name
BJORK. Yeah.
York? York, right?
Yeah, she's. Is she from Greenland or Iceland?
I think
or
she's
something like that?
Iceland.
Yeah,
I think.
Icelandic.
Yeah, she has that thing about her. But stuff like that, I think, is so cool. Like this
Yeah.
chair squeaking right now, I'm like, that's good sound. That's
Just
real nice
record it
sound.
with your phone.
I do need to get one of those little phone plugins.
Yeah.
Like the little mics.
Or just get yourself an H4n. I don't want
What's
to pick
that?
it up.
An H4n, a Zoom
here.
H4n.
Oh yes. I
Yeah.
Two
need
mics.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
They're cheap.
Yeah.
They're cheap too. You can
Yeah,
get.
you can get them for like 150, 120.
Nah, you can get it for $100 now, bro. I'm pretty sure somebody on OfferUp is selling this for like 80,
sure.
80 to 100 because they're like 2 or 3 brand new, I think. The new one, the H6.
Six?
Ooh, that one's a beast.
I gotta get like. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know nothing about gear.
Yeah.
Like I gotta learn some shit right now.
Well, we can give each other skills because we know all about gear, but we don't have any of the actual talent. So we can just link up with you and boom.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Let's all link up.
Morning dinner. You guys heard it here first.
New song coming soon. Just kidding. I don't put the pressure on us.
Why? I'm
Oh,
totally
okay, you're
down,
down?
for that. Yes.
I was like, oh, I don't want to just be like mooching. But
oh
I'm
my
down.
god. Yeah, that sounds cool.
How do you like our setup?
I think this is sweet. This is where you guys do it all the time?
All the time.
I like it. I didn't even realize this big ass light over us right now. I just thought it
Yeah.
was a kitchen light until I looked up. Yeah. I've been like so glued to the mic that I'm like trying to look up and stuff. But yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, no, our
Thank
kitchen
you.
does not look this aesthetically pleasing without the lighting.
Yeah.
Actually, looks like a crack
It's
house.
definitely a crack house for sure.
Actually, on the outside,
Look at
on
it.
the outside, it does look like a crack house.
It
You probably
looks
got
like-
scared when you got here.
You know that Coco
No.
song?
Yeah.
Like,
Remember me.
oh no. I'm talking.
Which one are you talking about? There's only one Coco song, though,
No,
bro.
the what? Dude, I can't think of Genesis. OT Genesis. Like he's talking about crack.
Oh, I thought you were
The
talking the movie Coco.
I know the
Like
shit.
he's in love.
Oh, I'm in love with the
Coco.
Coco.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's-
want to
that's the
like
kitchen look.
come out and
So
say.
you said the Coco
Yeah.
song. I'm like,
The Disney one.
Oh my god.
I hate you, Q.
oh my goodness.
Oh man.
All right.
No,
Have
you
I
seen
do
Coco?
really- No, I haven't. I haven't seen a lot of movies either. Like I've been hermited.
On your shit. Get
Oh.
it?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Movie Pass?
Yes, I actually just canceled my movie pass.
Good. I was
Me
gonna say,
too.
don't get it.
They just completely screwed over everybody.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not their fault. It's kind
But
of.
you don't know it is their fault, man. Okay, so dude, they they screwed over everybody who bought a year annual membership, right?
I
There's
didn't
people
know
who
that.
pay who had gotten like a small discount for paying for the entire year in advance, the entire year in advance, and they just limited from watching unlimited movies to watching 3 movies a month, and you
Yep.
can only go to whatever movies they have available for viewing.
And it's not good movies.
Yeah, and the thing
that's
is,
why
like-
I canceled it. I was like, I'm not gonna.
Let's say like I woke up at like 9 a.m. right, and I open up the app and it shows the new Avengers movie is out and they have a showing at 8 o'clock. They don't have e-ticketing, so you can't buy your ticket on the app. You're like, okay, well, there's a showing at 8 o'clock that I can go to. By like 2-3 in the afternoon, that might be gone from the app.
That's why the AMC one's like the way to go because
It
there's.
seems like it.
We only have 2 AMC theaters, but they're gonna have the $20 per month, and you can do whatever movie.
And there's like popcorn
Yeah.
discounts, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you think you get $3 off or
But
something.
AMC basically owns all the theaters. In
Yeah, but
the
they don't. I
nation.
don't. They don't. I like the Galaxy like reclining chairs, man.
No, they have that.
You
They
know?
have that. But
They have that too?
The AMC one right over here.
Oh
Bro.
shoot, we might
Yeah.
have to switch over. Sabriel.
Yeah, it's like right over here. Or
I would like, yeah, because I haven't seen this many movies in my whole entire life where I'm just like watching them all the time.
What was the last movie you watched in theaters?
I just saw, because it was Movie Pass screwed everybody over and just gave us these dumbass movies to watch. So
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something? I don't know.
I think, I don't remember what the third
I'll
one
tell
was.
you exactly what the movies are out right now because I still have my movie pass. I'm giving them until the end of the year to fix their stuff.
Oh, that's smart. I'm giving mine expires at the end of the month, I think, or maybe
Yeah.
mid-September. So I saw
Yeah, see, there's only one movie available right now.
what's that new Muppets movie? It's
Oh,
not Muppets,
I know which
but-
one you're talking about.
The one with the detectives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that last weekend.
Oh, you did? Okay. How'd you like it?
Didn't make me laugh as much as I thought it was going to.
Happy Time Murders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like dick jokes.
Oh,
So that's
like something you would find on Comedy Central at like 20.
yeah. Like people like that.
Yeah.
But I like a good like hearty chuckle, you
Yeah.
know. So and then before that we saw Mission Impossible because that was the only thing available,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't bad, but it was just some Mission Impossible movie.
Same old.
Movies are just movies nowadays.
Have you ever seen the movie called Unsane?
No.
Oh, you should watch it. I have the Blu-ray if you want to borrow it,
Okay.
but I'm gonna need that back.
Oh well, you know what? I have the Kodi, like
Oh, okay.
the Amazon Fire
Ooh.
Stick.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the jailbroken.
It's on there, I think.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I saw
Yeah.
a movie last night that I didn't think I was watching a horror movie until halfway through the movie, and I was like, oh, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
Called Tusk. It's like
No, I
a
haven't seen
Kevin
it.
James movie. Like he like made this movie, has Justin Long in it, and it is just like a human centipede type movie.
Yeah. Jesus.
And at 2 a.m, I thought I was gonna watch a comedy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Nowhere close.
at all.
Yeah.
And
I kind of like movies that have that kind of a twist to it, though.
when you are not trying to go to
I
bed.
thought I was watching a romantic comedy.
Yeah, I had to wash my brain out with like
Wait,
three.
have you ever seen Jawbreaker?
I have, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's kind of what you're talking about, where you're like, oh, it starts out pretty happy. Oh, they got their friend in the trunk,
It's
and
like,
then boom,
whoa.
whoa, she's dead.
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie, Chuck?
No.
These girls tie up her friend for her birthday or something.
And she dies.
No, they tie her up, and they wake her up from her house, like she's in bed. They tie her up, they throw her in the back of a trunk, they put a jawbreaker in her mouth so that she doesn't scream or whatever, and then they drive her to like a place where they're gonna, like, I don't know, be together for her birthday, and they open up the trunk and she's all blue.
I saw that movie like a long time ago when I
Jesus.
wasn't at the age to see that movie. I don't think.
It's an old movie.
Yeah, it is.
I remember when I was growing up, it was coming on. It was barely on TV,
Yeah,
so it had to come out in the 90s, I think.
I think I rewatched
be
it
wrong.
really recently though, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm down for it.
Yeah, but Unsane, you should watch that one because it's
I'm
basically
sorry.
about stalkers.
Oh,
It's about having a stalker, and honestly, I never thought stalking was an issue. I thought it was like, oh, a stalker. I have a stalker. We'll just get a restraining order. No, this guy's crazy.
is it
And it's
real
real.
story?
I don't think it's a real story. But anyways, a cool fun fact is they shot it on an iPhone 7. The whole movie.
Sweet. Okay,
So-
I'll watch it just for that. Like, that's
It's a good
cool.
movie, like acting wise, and it was shot really well on an iPhone.
That is really cool.
So,
Good for them.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to I was watching a couple years ago, I was watching Dexter. I was like binge watching it, and I had sleep paralysis for the first time, and the
Ooh.
only
That's
time
so scary.
yeah, like the show got in my brain deep.
Yeah.
And I had sleep paralysis, and it was so freaking weird.
Yeah.
So I like minimize my creepy, and then I got into like watching a lot of serial killer shows, and there's this one on HBO that's just like amazing, but we won't get into that because I'll just go on forever about it. But Robert Durst, look that name up, watch that show. I can't remember what it's called, but it's so freaking good.
Robert Durst.
It's like
Got it.
live.
We
like,
have it on the podcast. We don't have to write it down.
yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, we're not just talking right now. Like there's recording. I forgot
Yep.
again.
That's good. That means it's going fluid.
The Walking Dead's coming back. That's gonna be fun. Do you watch The Walking Dead?
I did in the beginning, and then
Fell off.
Yeah, I fell off.
For
It's-
most people, around third, fourth season, it fell off.
It's hard to maintain a like apocalyptic show like that
Mm-hmm.
because it's like
It's like what happens? It's kind of like Prison Break. You ever seen Prison Break?
no,
It's a TV show called Prison Break, right?
yeah,
And it's basically about these guys in prison, but in the first season they break out,
yeah,
and there's still 6 more seasons after that. It's like, well, it's not gonna get any better. They already
yeah, like
the
that.
climax happened at the wrong time.
Totally. And then there's another. Oh my god, it's like the funny show, Last Man on Earth.
Yeah.
So like super funny. Oh yeah, he's like alone. And then all of a sudden he's not the last man on Earth. And then there's 20 other people. And then the seasons keep going. And I'm just like, where do you guys go from here? Like,
Defeats the purpose.
Yeah. And even Orange is the New Black. Like, I'm like, okay, we get it. You're in prison.
Yeah.
Like now what?
Yeah.
This is like the same old stuff's happening over and over.
They gotta do
I don't know.
Escape.
That last season was pretty good though.
I've never watched any of
They
these
moved them
shows.
from can't spoil alerts.
Yeah, please.
Oh
Shut
yeah,
your
we
mouth.
can't spoil.
Yeah,
it.
dang. You can't spoil anything that came out this year or last year. People are sensitive nowadays. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. Is there like a rule limit? Like,
To be honest, I don't care because I'll probably forget.
That was a really nice rule that
Yeah.
I feel like most people give it 2 weeks, and you were very kind with that rule with
Yeah.
the year.
yeah.
That's awesome.
My dad spoils everything though.
Oh no.
I have that dad who just kind of like we're watching
you
we're
were
watching Game of
watching
Thrones. We're watching Game of Thrones. We'll be like my brother will watch it for the first time, and my dad will be right there. Oh, watch out! He's doing this. My brother's like, really?
Oh yeah, this is where
Oh
he
my
dies.
God.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
God damn it,
yeah,
Dad.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
yeah. Or he'll say something like, "Oh, you know that's not his dad, right? Or that's not his." Pop,
Your
you're
dad's
like,
a dick.
He's spoiling like 3 seasons ahead. I'm like, wow.
He's tight.
Yeah.
For that.
My dad's that old
awesome.
school mentality though. They don't believe in spoilers. They believe in like, I'm just gonna tell you about this movie.
Yeah, you should have watched it.
You should have watched it already, or don't get mad. You know, it's like it's. I think
TV. It's TV at the end of the day.
I think us as a society have kind of like done this thing where we get offended for things we shouldn't necessarily get offended for, right? And it comes down to like also like for TV shows, like.
Nah.
I legit got mad at my dad one time we spoiled something.
You
Like,
can't.
I got so
spoil
mad.
it.
I got so mad. I just stopped watching the TV and I went on my phone for the rest of the day. And
you little baby.
Bro, yeah. But I noticed like after that, I'm like, okay, I need to stop because I'm letting TV affect my like personal relationships with people. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
So-
Like we get like we're intense because now like everything is binge and everything is like this is your whole life now.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's your phone or like TV or whatever. So yeah, it's like, wait, this isn't like actually a part of my life or something. Like that's how we start to think about these things. And
Yeah.
so yeah, we do get offended.
Yeah. You watch Game of Thrones?
No,
Okay.
I don't watch Game of Thrones. I don't know if that's like the type of show for me. I don't know why. You know what? I've never even gave it a shot.
There's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of killing. And there's a lot of foul-mouthedness.
That's good. Good storyline though.
Oh,
Yeah,
great
that's
storyline.
like-
Oh, if you're a nerd, ooh, you're
I mean,
in heaven.
that's HBO.
Yeah.
Nudity,
Yeah,
foul mouth,
yeah.
all that. I'll have to give it a shot. I think it was like too much in the beginning where I was like, please, everybody, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to watch it. And
Well,
then,
also it's a show where there's a lot of dialogue,
yeah.
so sometimes it can get kind of like, oh, okay, what's going on? What's gonna happen? And sometimes it takes a long things for things to happen. But if you're like into the whole fantasy world and like and you're kind of like, it's a Game of Thrones. So essentially, what it is like it's kind of like House of Cards, where it's like people are playing certain roles to get certain places and things like that, and it's just fun to follow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say maybe next year I'll watch it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's waiting for this. Next it's coming back January, February, March, April. It's coming back in April and they're going to finish it out. Like
Oh.
the last 4 or 5 episodes. It's done.
Oh, then I'll watch it after that.
Yeah, so that's what
Honestly,
my friend's waiting
yeah.
for it to be done. So like I'm just going to binge it all the way through.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And then nobody will be talking about it. I'm just like, this is my little secret.
Yeah.
I told everybody I wasn't going to watch it and now I'm doing it. Yeah.
There you go. Now you have to watch it.
Sick.
Yeah, you ever watch Breaking Bad?
I did watch Breaking Bad. I went to oh my God, Santa Fe
Yeah.
a couple weeks
New
ago.
Mexico?
And we went to we went through the car wash.
Yeah.
Like we got our car washed and
Wait,
we
at
went
the-
to his house.
When they filled the pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was so funny. Like the house is gated up until the driveway because I think people threw pizzas on the house and just like because people are living there. It's just like there's an old lady sitting like in a rocking chair out front of the house and there's just signs that are like, please take pictures from across the street and don't bother us.
Yeah.
And there's like a cop car that sits out front and I'm just like, I feel bad for that person.
Yeah.
But
really does
I
suck.
mean,
People were throwing pizzas on the roof. That's crazy.
Yeah.
People take this show too serious, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The fandom is real.
Mm-hmm.
I can't blame them though.
That entire city is just like decked out in Breaking Bad, like
Yeah.
everywhere. So
Yeah.
it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend who was from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's like, hey man, you ever been there for real? Like, there's a lot of crackheads out there.
Yeah, there in the neighborhoods where all this stuff was. I was
Yeah.
just like, cause like,
You thought you were in the show for a second. You're like, whoa,
yeah,
did I just witness something going down?
Albuquerque was like, it was interesting because, well, we went to Santa Fe and then we went to Albuquerque, and that's I think why I got confused. But like all the cool spots are like mixed into weird spots, and all the weird spots, like everything is spread out really
Yeah.
crazy. So it was just a really interesting town to explore.
It's not like Vegas where like, okay, here's where you have the liquor stores.
Yes.
Here's where you have the neighborhoods. Here's where you have the casinos, right?
Yeah, like you can't like bar hop or anything.
Yeah.
Like you have to like Uber
Yeah.
15 minutes away, Uber 15 minutes away. It's just like, it was really interesting. I don't know.
We gotta go check that place out.
Albuquerque, New
You
Mexico.
guys got to
gotta-
go to Santa Fe and go to Meow Wolf.
Meow
Yeah,
Wolf.
Wolf is so tight looking.
It was
That shit looks so dope.
What is that?
It's like this big art, I don't want to say exhibit, but it's like how would you describe it? Like, not
It's
an
just a whole bunch of
exhibit.
art stuff. Like it's weird art. It's like a playhouse.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like a playhouse.
Yeah.
So like we get there, and at this point, like everything is built. It's a built house.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in, you can open that refrigerator, and you walk through into a different room, and then there's like crazy shit happening in that room.
Through the refrigerator?
Yeah, you can walk through the refrigerator. You can there's
It's gonna have to be a pretty big refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm big.
It's a decent size refrigerator.
Okay, it's a good size.
Yeah,
it's a double.
Everyone was fine. I saw like wheelchairs going through there. It was fine. There's a dryer that you slide down, and then you're in this weird like there's alien stuff out. It was just like we were in there for 3 hours just exploring all this weird stuff, and I couldn't believe that it existed.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
It was, and they're opening one in Vegas.
sounds like a Salvador Dali painting.
Yes, it's
that
like
what it
you're
is?
walking through that.
Yeah,
Dude, it was crazy. It was so cool. But that's why we went out there.
yeah, I know who
Yeah.
Salvador Dali is.
Good shit, dog.
Yeah, I know.
Cultured.
I know my stuff.
He's like, I'm not no
Wow.
uncultured swine.
All right, so last question that I kind of had for you, Sabriel.
Yeah.
How is it being a female artist, or do you not like being called a female artist? Do you align with a certain side where it's like, oh, I'd rather be looked at as an artist, or do you think being called a female artist has power to it? Like, what are your thoughts behind it, and what are some challenges or advantages that you've kind of?
Yeah. So I do think that there's definitely an issue with like singling out someone as being a female artist and not just an artist, because it's not like you're gonna go like I'm a male artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that definitely like puts things on levels.
Mhm.
You know, like, well, there's an artist and then
It puts up
there's a
borders.
female artist. Yeah,
Yeah.
like which I don't know if anyone has ever called me a female artist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I know that there's comedians and stuff where it's like female comedians.
Yeah, because
and-
you think comedian, you think guy comedian, right? That's what I think.
No, yeah,
used
no,
to at
that's
least.
like how
up until
we're-
recently, where you had like actual female big artists, like Amy Schumer or
Yeah.
what's her other girl, Angela Johnson, that's performing here in Vegas. Like before them, I didn't think comedian was like a girl title. You know what I mean?
That's how you're programmed.
Yeah.
That's how we're all programmed to think. Like, it's just like how things are. It sucks, and so that's why. Then to take it even further and to start calling comedians or musicians female comedians, female doctors, female whatever,
Yeah.
like then it completely.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
Yeah.
You're a comedian.
And then when people at first think man and then they see it's a woman, it's starting to change their perspective.
It's a double standard too, because they have a male nurse, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
one of the things you kind of
like-
have to clarify.
Yeah.
If you're a
Yeah.
male nurse.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just,
A nurse is a nurse.
exactly. That
Give me my thermometer, dog.
I do. I think it's I think there is a lot of sexism and all that stuff that
Okay, that kind of ties into the whole advantages and disadvantages then. What would you say are some of the advantages and disadvantages?
disadvantages is that everyone thinks I'm stupid.
Really?
Yeah, I get a lot of that. I'm like, I'm not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you do like it's like automatic assumption,
Mm-hmm.
like stupidness, and like before I can even like do the thing I'm supposed to do. If that's like, for example, this has not happened to me, setting up a microphone. Someone sets up the microphone for you, assuming that you can't.
Mm-hmm.
When you can.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, little things like that where it's like, or just the, oh my God, so many times where I've been working with a person and literally have been told to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no,
Damn.
you can't have an opinion.
Wait, are you talking about like in the studio or like?
Yeah, like in writing sessions mainly. Yeah, there was one time where it was just like, yeah, let's come over and we'll collab. I come over and they've just like taken the entire reins, which is, whatever, but don't say it's a collaboration. But when it gets down to me expressing my opinions
Mm-hmm.
and literally like I can't get a sentence out,
Yeah.
and then the other person in the room who happens to be a guy can get any sentence out or paragraph out or whatever. It's little things like that where you're just like,
Ooh.
dude, come on. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's why I'm just like, I'm just going to do some things by myself for a
Yeah.
little bit so that I know how to, cause it sucks, but you have to learn how to, talk in those situations. Like, cause people aren't going to stop talking over you. They're
Yeah.
not going to stop treating you like you're stupid.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm just like going to do things by myself so that when those times come again, I know how to say, this is how my beat goes.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
lyric I'm using.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like people who do things like that though, that kind of like you say judge you before they get to know you. That's just ignorance at its best. And a lot of people become artists and they don't realize, they don't learn how to be people.
Yes.
First, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons that we did this podcast too, is because we want to learn to talk to people as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Having people that we've never met, because you and I haven't met before today, but I'm learning to talk to you, learning to listen to you, and that's something that people need to do on a daily basis.
Yeah, for
That's
A lot of
sure.
people,
cool.
a lot of people as artists, they're very introverted and they're kind of like stuck in their ways. And then when they get to the collaboration part of things, it's like they're not really easy to work with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, that's really like the biggest thing that I've experienced. Also working with men who are older than me, like that's really hard for them. Like because it's like my music. I'm like leading rehearsals, leading whatever, leading the sessions or whatever. And I've noticed that's kind of been hard for some people. But yeah, it's just ignorance. I've had a lot of really cool experiences lately working with women. Not to say that I'm like only working with women, like no, but I've just like really loved just like the freedom and like the comfort of just like women who have gone through the same thing and are just like there to listen and or just cool people like Christian. You guys interviewed him the other day, right? Like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Like we just did a music video together and like just learning that there are people out there who actually do have respect for other people, especially women. It's just like so refreshing.
I think you'll find them too over time. You'll find out there's certain people that you can definitely work with, and some people some people are just bad experiences. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so many of them out there.
And a lot of them, and then like this boils down to like photography too. Like there's a lot of photographers who are creepy out there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But to work with an actual photographer who is in it, that knows that what he's gonna get out of that session with you is gonna be a beautiful photograph.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's their only goal. They're not looking to form any kind of relationship, or you know what I mean. And I feel like that's one of I would feel as a female that'd be one of the biggest like disadvantages to being in the industry, as you kind of males have this kind of like invisible power over you if they feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and it's cool though. I feel like I've been able to like pick out those vibes ahead of time. There was one person who I did a photo shoot with who, after I did the photo shoot, it came out that he had like done some really messed up stuff to other girls that he's photographed. And I was like, I can't believe that didn't happen to me. Like, thank God. But yeah, I feel like, you know how you can attract energy?
Yeah.
The energy you put out, like you can, like it comes back to you in people form. Lately I've just been like, I write in a journal every day. Like these are the type of people I want to work with, and then they come. So I've been lucky to work with really cool people lately. It hasn't been like messed up or weird. But if I do see any like little sense of messed upness, I'm like, I can sense it.
Sometimes you gotta do your inner, you gotta do research, man. You know, especially with Instagram out there nowadays, man. You gotta be careful who you
surround yourself with good people.
Who you messing with? Yeah.
I have a good team of people around me too.
That's dope.
Like I
good.
keep
them.
Usually, like if I do a podcast or whatever, like there's someone who comes with me. But like again, I could sense that there was nothing weird. I'm like, this seems like cool people.
It's just two ugly boys sitting in the kitchen.
But we support each other and we back each other up.
You guys are cool.
It's just about support and having fun and good energies.
And being kind.
Good vibrations.
Yeah.
Like
It'll go a
being
long
kind.
way.
Yeah.
It's so easy. Just do it.
Plus, at the end of the day, like it's just so much better to create a friendship and like a trust, have that trust there, you know, outside of anything else. Like I couldn't imagine like as a photographer, like trying to be one of those creepy photographers, because that's your reputation, dude. That's your name on the line.
Well, then
like,
you
what do
get
you
like a shitty picture at the end.
Yeah.
Because if
because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
You know. Totally. So that trust, is so important, and it's really like a freeing experience when you find it.
Yeah.
So I'm like not afraid. Like at first I was like, all people are evil and I'm afraid of everybody, but now I'm like, no, people are good. Like there's good people out there. So
me and Chuck talk about this all the time.
There's hidden gems.
We lucked out that we're like we are who we are.
Yeah. Real talk.
You know what I mean? Because we don't get like, you know, how do you say, preyed upon. You know what I mean? Like as an artist, like we're two dudes. We're two dudes. First of all, you know that like one of the, like what we said. One of the things being a female in the industry is that you do have people like that, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel like it doesn't work the other way with guys. Like, well, I'm sure it does somewhere, but not with us.
Just not as often.
definitely not with us.
There will be a time.
We take that for granted.
No, my DMs are creepy.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, my DMs are so creepy. Oh my God.
What's the creepiest DM you ever gotten?
Well, the ones where there might be a penis. I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, I know that there's gonna be penis, so like I don't look at it. It's just like an immediate block.
Yeah.
So again, like I can
like if somebody you don't know and it just sets you an image. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
nope,
the image. I'm
that.
like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Damn. That's so weird.
This image has been blurred for your protection. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like that should be a feature Instagram has.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? I
Is
get
it?
those too where you have the option to press accept and then it unblurs.
Wow.
But I never unblur.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's tight though.
Yeah, I mean that's again like I'm just like Instagram is not real life.
Yeah.
So I just push it away.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we look forward to seeing everything that you've got coming out. I mean, you talked about your project and you got 2 music videos coming out. Mm-hmm. You know, you're gonna be in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Next year.
Yep.
So lots of good things to look forward to.
Lots of good stuff.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate you being on the podcast for sure.
Thank you guys. Like this has been really cool.
Tight.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I think that's a kind of a good spot to end it. What are we running at the hour yet?
Dog, we're at 2 hours.
Or 2 hours?
My
Yeah.
God.
No kidding. Wow.
We talked about pizza and stuff for like 2 hours.
I'm gonna have a lot of micro content from this episode.
Yeah, no.
Cool. Well, for anybody still listening, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next morning dinner.
Later.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. In the goddamn refrigerator.
I sure am hungry.